I've been trying to fight back tears, but according to the internet, so is everyone else. A legend died the other day. By the other day, I mean yesterday. Stan Lee himself, and here we are to talk about the guy and what he meant to all of us. I'm also the only one who has my camera.
Jimmy, mine will come up in a moment. It might screw everything up, though.
Oh, okay.
Also, Brockus, you were the one that was like, oh, yeah, we got to be on camera. Why the fuck ain't your camera on?
Oh, because I forgot my beer downstairs, and then I didn't put my camera on. My bad.
Yeah, he's terrible at this.
Yes,
That's
I am.
okay. He shook, okay? He shook.
Jack.
What?
Kirby.
You'll have to forgive him, everyone. His Schmeckle's internet's not all that great, so he will robot every now and then.
Yeah, I come from Canada. In my particular area, all I get is Rogers. You can't do a whole lot with fucking Rogers.
God, no. Rogers, I don't know how you manage that. Oh, well,
We're going to be buying a house within the next year or so. And a mortgage on the house, not just flat out buying it.
Right.
With good internet providers. So I won't be stuck with Rogers after that point.
Oh, good. And you get proper internet.
Yeah, I'm not sure who I'm going with yet, but it won't be Rogers. I can fucking tell you that much.
Man.
So, fucking Stan Lee. I mean, Jimmy, Brockus, obviously you guys will know I will. But he created or helped create one of my favorite comic book characters.
Yeah. He was instrumental.
Obviously, there's the big ones: Spider-Man, the original cast of the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
But, motherfucker had a hand in fucking everything.
You know what? He's been so instrumental in the fabric of pop culture and in history and in most of our lives. It's hard to say that it'd be wrong to say he didn't have some impact on us. Definitely on pop culture, definitely in the movie industry right now.
Well, I'd say that most impact that superheroes have had on popular culture is something that you could accredit to Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and Steve Ditko.
Mm-hmm.
Stan Lee, of course, being the one that was alive in the modern day to in a big way. He there was some criticisms. Leaf, I think, was the one who had brought it up to us. People saying that he had stolen from Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko and shit like that. Stan was very open about the fact that Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko helped him do all this shit. He was just the one who was more vocal, who was more visible to the audience, who cameoed and everything. He didn't steal the spotlight from them. He just kind of got the spotlight, you know?
Well, it wasn't just that. He was making moves that Marvel really, really, really liked because Razor Fist made a video about this earlier today. I highly recommend people go and check it out. But Stan Lee was the merchandise king of the 40s, 50s, and even the 60s and shit. He was the guy who basically pushed all of Marvel's merch out there. The cheap plastic squirt guns that you see in the 99-cent store that has Spider-Man on it, that's because Stan Lee was doing shit like that back in the fucking the 50s and shit. Stan Lee was one of their most money-making Jews in Marvel Comics. The motherfucker was a goddamn...
I would like everyone to remember that he was a fucking Jew. That's something we'll be getting to a little later about some of the white supremacy claims.
His name was Stanley Martin Lieber. Like, fucking come on.
I mean, the dude was Somebody has their flaws and shit like that. But the main arguments I've been seeing about against the dude are he stole from Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, which I just explained. He was accused of sexual assault. Those were proven false. And fuck, what was the other one? He made a bunch of male superheroes and no female superheroes whatsoever.
So the racism and apparently homophobia too.
Yes, he's a racist. He made some very clear statements about racists. Some very clear anti-racist statements, you might say. But hey, it was all the cover shit. He was just trying to cover up his racism. He was an anti-Semite, although being a Jew, he was just self-hating Jew stereotype, you know. Real classy of the left to pull that up. He was a misogynist. I'm sorry, Brockus, Jimmy, you guys might be a little more familiar with the original cast of the X-Men than I am. Mm-hmm. Which character out of those was the most fleshed out, would you say?
Ooh.
That depends on which degree you want to go with, because Beast and Angel pretty much got shafted.
During Stan Lee's run. And yeah, Beast and Angel got real shafted. Yeah. As they should have. They had boring powers.
True. Warren Worthington III came from an extremely rich family. Henry McCoy came from a middle-class family that actually did fairly well for itself. And Henry McCoy was actually very popular in school. He was one of the pretty boys. I think the reason why Cyclops, Iceman, and Jean Grey really got the majority of the good story arcs is because
they had better powers.
Well, Iceman was the youngest, so he was the one that Stan could have the most fun with. Cyclops was the clear and obvious leader of the team. And Jean Grey was actually one of Stan's favorite X-Men he actually created. This is the reason why he made Jean Grey so ridiculously popular.
I would say Jean Grey was the one who was fleshed out the most.
Well, it wasn't just that. See, Stan saw something in Jean that not a lot of people actually did, I guess. Some other writers, they kind of like shit all over her because they never liked her, whatever. But Stan really pushed for her.
Fucking red hair. I can understand it.
Stan has a really big thing for redheads, let's be honest.
Yeah, no, fucking Spidey's with the red head. Fucking Cyclops is with the red head. Fuck Iron Man was with a red head.
Iron Man's right-hand woman was actually a redhead. There were redheads basically everywhere. For fuck's sake, Black Widow.
There are not that many redheads in real life, Stan.
There really are, Jesus.
Your particular version of heaven, Stan, you angel. It's just full of redheads running free and nude. For free.
But Jean was the breakout character from the X-Men shortly after their initial run with the X-Men in the 1960s, which is a relatively short run. But when they eventually came back again for a second attempt in, I think, the 70s. Yeah, I want to say it was the 70s. Jean got a much more broad story arc at that point.
That wouldn't have been Stan. That would have been... Chris Claremont.
No, Claremont didn't come in until the late 80s.
Oh, okay. So it might have been Stan. But yeah, what I mean is he paid particular attention in a lot of his biggest things, actually, to the female characters. Like even early Spider-Man. Mary Jane was always made out to be kind of a badass chick, you know?
Yeah, actually, it was writers who took over Spider-Man sometime afterwards that really kind of pacified MJ in the comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, he did go a little far with pushing her as a badass. Or at least later writers did. I'm not certain if that's attributable to him. But I could see kind of dialing her back because there were some points where she got really obnoxious.
Yeah.
So she was at Scrappy Doo level. Put your name out there, Peter. Let them know you're Spider-Man. I'll fight him. There were points where it was like, shut the fuck up, Mary Jane.
Yeah, sometimes they'll be that way. But, I mean, you can't say she didn't love her man.
Not even that. I mean, she encountered. The same goes for Jane Grey. Even
Pepper Potts. I think it was the Big Bang Theory that pointed out, like, how come everyone has their first and last name the same letter?
Oh, Stan actually addresses this. It's so he can remember it. Is he messing up for anyone else?
He's messing up for me, yeah. Oh, okay. Hey, there you are. Was that Schmeckle?
I think he's dead again.
Yeah, he's kind of dead in the waters at this point. I don't know what's happening.
And I see your back, Leaf. So we want to. You've been paying attention to all the controversy about what people have been saying. What obnoxious nonsense are they saying?
I'm back. I sent a tweet and it.
You know what? Brockus, can you bring things up at all, like a screen share or whatever? It's not a video or anything. It's just screenshots. I would do it, except if I do it, it will show a name of who posted it, and it's one of the accounts I don't want made to the public.
Oh, you doing some gay ops, are you? You looking into
No, it's just an account I use specifically for pages.
Okay.
So do you want me to get the screenshots you sent in the chat, or?
Yeah, I sent a link. It was a Facebook link.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was my shit fucked up for a moment. What gay ops is Leaf pulling?
I'm not doing any gay ops.
They sound pretty gay. You're talking about Facebooks and shit like that. Whenever Facebooks are brought up, it's gay ops. Let's be fair.
Totally.
Right, that's where.
God damn it. And he's rejoined. This is interesting. This is I don't know. Internet, but not good for Schmeckle.
Yeah, our fucking power went out today, and since then, fucking Rogers can't figure out how to make the fucking internet work. Do the same thing you did before the power fucked up.
I really don't understand why you're with Rogers and not...
That's the only option here.
You don't have MTS or Bell MTS now?
We have Rogers or people that use Rogers towers.
Oh, God.
Those are our options here. That's why when I buy this place, I'm looking for a place that has fucking Bell or Verizon or anything but Rogers.
Bell and MTS merged together, so you'd have to go with that probably.
Don't give a fuck as long as it works. Rogers can't figure their shit out.
Better than Shaw and Rogers.
Yeah, Shaw I think is tied with Rogers now.
Is it?
Yeah, and you never want to tie yourself to Rogers. Don't be fucking stupid with your life.
Shaw was just as bad as Rogers, to be perfectly honest. Always had issues with Shaw. MTS have some issues with Bell MTS, but not as often. And if things do start getting fucky, you just call Bell MTS, and they will come to your house, and they will replace your shit for free.
No, see, that's the thing. They can come and replace my router all they want. My router works. The issue is that, like, 5 years ago, somebody knocked down a fucking pole. And they keep going and trying to repair a different pole than the one that was knocked down.
You know, Brockus, you could have just pulled up the whole Facebook post and just clicked through. Right?
No, I felt like this would be a lot easier, seeing as how things get fucking annoying when I have to go and trust in my internet.
Oh, okay.
So can someone read that out? Yeah.
Y'all calling Stanley a legend as if he ain't a racist, homophobic man that had sexual misconduct allegations. Okay, first of all, the man was in his 90s. Your so-called allegations were found to be completely fucking false, and that people were making shit up. Secondly, how is he a racist? The man created an entire fucking movement. Well, not created a movement, but
speaking of that, there was one fucking message. Where was it? I can pull it up. Somebody had pulled up one of the I forget what he used to call it. Those little bits where it was just kind of Stan speaking about shit, right? They'd be at the end of the comment out, but it was just kind of Stan's thoughts on shit.
Oh yeah, editor's notes.
Stan's soapbox. That's what they called it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go have a smoke, but I'll pull this up so you can read it, Brockus.
Okay, I'll read that after I'm done with this. So yeah, him being a racist. I don't know about you guys, but apparently they missed the concept of what the X-Men actually is, an actual allegory for racism and discrimination in this country. How do you get a bunch of fucking possible racist white kids to actually feel sympathy and empathy for the plight of black people and brown people and Asian people throughout the country in the 1960s during a time when racism was very heavy and actually normal? Well, you put them in their fucking shoes. Jeez. All right, homophobic. Really? Because Stan was the guy who was pushing for more women representation in Marvel back in the 1960s when, again, lack of women everywhere was kind of a normal thing.
That's not really an argument against homophobia.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was
homophobia is not a women thing.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. But Stan actually did approve just about any fucking possible gay relationship or gay hint that actually existed with certain characters in Marvel and stuff. Stan would always say things along the lines of like, "Oh, you want to make him gay? All right, that's fine, as long as it works." Stan wasn't a homophobe. He doesn't know what it's like to be gay, so he never fucking wrote gay characters. Excuse the fuck out of him for not actually writing something he understands. And for anyone sitting there saying, well, Stan's not black, so how would he know anything about being black? He was guessing. But then again, he had a lot of black friends. So, you know, Black Panther.
Yeah. And Black Panther, man, that was actually a really... didn't he start off as a villain? I'm trying to remember his first appearance. I think it was in Fantastic Four.
No, Black Panther's first appearance was actually in the Avengers, I believe. Oh, wait, no, yes, it was a Fantastic Four comic book. The Fantastic Four were in Africa, and they came across the Black Panther, who just so happened to be defending Wakanda against them. The Fantastic Four agreed to keep Wakanda a secret, and then he would make another appearance sometime later because people were interested in the Black Panther. He would make another appearance later on with the Avengers, specifically to challenge them. He wasn't an actual villain. He was just a hero that nobody really knew much about, and then he eventually got his own book, and it fucking blew up.
No, and that's the thing. Black Panther the movie, it was all right. I liked it.
Yeah.
Black Panther the character is a real good character. Well fleshed out. There have been some real good storylines involving him. The fucking wedding between him and Storm was really well done. In the middle of the Civil War and all that, and that's just talking recent shit, right? Or within the past 20 years type shit. It's not like the black characters, the black heroes, the female heroes have not been given attention.
Yeah. Stanley was a raging racist, but my mouth is shut. Your mouth should be shut because that's extremely wrong. Once again, X-Men! Are people forgetting that Stan Lee was racist, homophobic, misogynistic, and was also accused of sexual assault by multiple women? What's going on? Well, what's going on is this is yet again another one of those #MeToo bullshit stories where a bunch of fucking women started to claim some shit about Stan Lee, even though most of it was untrue, and or they took things out of context completely. Like Stan he's in his 90s. You kind of can't do a lot of things on your own. And sometimes you might accidentally brush up against a woman's thigh, whatever the case is. Even if he was legitimately groping these women, the man's wife had been dead about a year at that point, and he's kind of not in a clear headspace.
At the point where you're just randomly groping women, I don't give a fuck about your headspace.
Nobody was claiming he actually was randomly groping women. He was randomly brushing up against them.
Yeah, you had said even if he was randomly groping chicks.
Oh, my bad.
Brushing up against chicks. That's, if I walk down a busy city street, I'm probably going to brush against a bunch of chicks, a bunch of guys, and maybe even a tranny or two. It's not a sexual thing. It's just sometimes places are crowded.
I've done that just trying to get a beer at a fucking bar. Oh my god! I guess I'm a fucking
son of a
bitch.
I mean, you are a dirty son of a bitch. Remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Shit once. But walking up to a fucking bar, that's a good example. You're gonna brush some shoulders, right? If you're trying to go through a large crowd of people, you're gonna brush against people.
Stan Lee was racist once again. X-Men, homophobic, has actually approved the representation of gay characters in comic books for a long fucking time. Misogynistic, She-Hulk. There's my argument against your bullshit fucking misogynistic stuff. No, She-Hulk.
I'm sorry. They had to make her green to make her believable.
Does that matter? What the fuck?
Nobody will take a non-green chick seriously, Brockus.
Ms. Marvel. He also made Ms. Marvel.
They didn't make her a real lady. Oh, yeah. She was green at heart.
Jean Grey. Storm. He literally created Storm.
Black. At heart, I mean.
Anyways.
There was also Miss Fantastic, the Invisible Woman.
Now all these
shut the fuck up. I'm trying to argue the other side, and you're making it very hard for me.
You assume there's an argument to be made.
Okay, I'm not even remotely surprised by this one. Look at this obvious. I want to be Betty Page.
I want to read this one. Y'all can criticize Stan Lee and still love the characters he's created, but to act as if he wasn't an old, racist, sexist, homophobic white man just because he died is very telling.
It's also very telling that you call yourself Percy Jackson, have, obvious Greek fucking structure here, and use a possible Betty Page pinup classic art style character as your avatar. I wonder, Percy.
Like Betty Page trying to be Susan Storm.
You know what? I bet you this is
instead of an F.
I bet you this is a fat, multicolored haired fucking dude with a micro penis who just desperately wants to be a pretty skinny chick.
Well, yeah, I mean, Percy's not exactly a man's name, is it?
Percy is a man's name.
Sorry,
Percy's always been a man's name.
Not exactly a woman.
That's in the name of a character.
Well, yeah, Percy is not. No, you.
Pretty sure Percy Jackson is the name of a book character, though.
Yeah,
I think there was it Percy Jackson and was he in the fucking Titans?
Yeah.
The name Percy is derived from Perseus, the Greek hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I said it's not a male name. I meant the opposite. It's always been a male name, right? Like this is some dude who's all like, "Hey, look at my chick avatar." He's one of those.
Yeah. Oh well, he's probably also. I identify as a woman. You kind of look like a sad version of one, a very poorly put together one, but okay. You're saying Stan Lee was just a biphobe?
Biphobe is.
We can all understand the etymology of that word, Leaf.
I'm just shocked they went with biphobe.
I just stopped.
To be fair, if you're standing there and you like the straights, you like the gays, they got to say you don't like something.
The only people that hate the bisexuals are the fucking gays in the gay community.
Well, and some straight people who lose their shit.
I cannot trust bisexuals. I think they are consistent. What's the word? Fence sitters, and more importantly, why do these lesbian chicks want to fuck guys? Right? I don't get it. It blows my mind. And then these straight chicks, they want to fuck girls. Something I can't wrap my head around it. Can you explain it?
No.
You're a
Oh.
dumbass, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on.
I know how it works. Obviously, I understand there are some people that like both.
But you know, he didn't like all gay people, period, right?
Just say it.
He was all around homophobic, racist, and misogynistic. Again, I must point out how wrong you are. X-Men, She-Hulk, approved of gay characters in comic books for years.
To be fair, all the X-Men were white. Is that not fucking racist?
Oh, it's an allegory! You
fucking
know how allegories work.
In black and brown, and I understand how allegories work. I'm still trying to play the other side, and it's not easy.
It's not even remotely possible to play that side without just removing your brain entirely.
He was definitely homophobic, though.
Your name is a lie, Miss Skinny. You are not skinny. You are on the chub side. I can tell.
I don't know. Blow that picture up. I want proof. She looks like she may be. She's certainly not not skinny, but she looks like she might be, average.
I don't give a shit.
I don't know if chub is appropriate here, Brockus. Miss Skinny, you should call yourself Miss Not Quite Skinny, but not fat either. Okay. Go on.
So she starts off by saying, I feel bad for being happy Stan Lee is dead. You know what? Kill yourself. Kill yourself, you fucking cunt.
That is a horrible thing to say. A horrible thing to say.
Continue reading.
Okay.
Because he gave us the greatest character ever, Spider-Man, arguably. But then I remember how racist and homophobic he is, that he fired Andrew Garfield for saying Spider-Man should be black and bi, and suddenly I don't feel bad. What? Oh, that is horribly untrue.
Say to you, Miss, what did I say to call her, Brockus? I forgot. I don't give a fuck.
Hold on. How the fuck is this bitch going to say that he's a racist and a homophobe, but fires a cis straight white male because he's not a POC or bi? Are you fucking insane?
No. First off, Stan Lee did not fucking fire Andrew Garfield because Stan Lee, he has some say in the fucking movies. He didn't run the goddamn movies. He had no control over whether or not Andrew fucking Garfield was fired. Second, saying Spider-Man should be black and bi. It's not a bad thing to say. Go ahead, state your fucking opinion. But obviously, you're gonna get fucking laughed at if you're like, hey, this white straight character who has this whole relationship and a kid and shit like that should be a black gay guy.
Okay, I misread that, and Andrew Garfield never actually said these words, first of all. Second of all, Andrew Garfield quit, by the way. He quit after the second movie because he was tired of Sony consistently getting involved. He quit. He didn't get fired. He fucking quit. He walked away from the entire project because he was tired of the fucking production company consistently sticking their fingers where it didn't need to belong. Even Andrew Garfield realized what a trash fire The Amazing Spider-Man #2 was, and he was just like, no, I'm fucking done with this shit. Okay, so no, Stan Lee didn't fire Andrew Garfield because one, he couldn't have, and two, Andrew fucking quit. Third, Andrew never said this about Spider-Man.
It's been a well-established rule. You cannot fire somebody if they quit.
On top of that, Andrew Garfield never actually said Spider-Man should be black and bi, because guess what was going on in the Ultimate Comics at the time that Andrew Garfield was fucking Amazing Spider-Man?
Miles Morales was not bi, though. He was just black.
Miles Morales was a biracial, black and fucking Puerto Rican kid from New York. Jesus! But yes, there was already a black Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was happy to be Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's favorite comic book character has always been Spider-Man. Why would Andrew Garfield say that that Spider-Man should be black? Really, Andrew? You want to be black that bad? Is that what we're trying to say? This woman is so full of shit, I don't even know where to begin.
Can you imagine that he comes in and he does his fucking audition and they're like, you got the role, and he's like, yeah, you know what? Spider-Man's my favorite fucking superhero. I'm really honored for the opportunity, but it should be a black bisexual.
Real talk, Stanley was racist, homophobic, and accused of sexual harassment multiple times. He was creepy and underhanded. That doesn't mean he deserved the elder abuse he got or that he deserved to die, but I'm not wasting any time mourning that bitch. You know what? Go fuck yourself. Actually, you too should kill yourself.
To be fair, inaccurate at the start, but the sentiment there, I can kind of agree with. If you're coming from a spot of he's a shitty guy, it's at least somewhat admirable to say, maybe not admirable, but laudable, to say he didn't deserve the elder abuse or he didn't deserve to die, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's also one thing I wanted to talk about, the elder abuse from his daughter.
Oh, that turned out to be false.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, there was a journalist who really wanted to get very popular and get a lot more money, so he actually fabricated what had actually happened.
Okay, because I know there were a lot of stories at one point about his daughter stealing money from him and abusing him and shit like that.
Yeah, there were a lot of accusations that his daughter, his lawyer, and I think
the daughter and the lawyer. There was something about the daughter and the lawyer sleeping together or something.
Something along those lines, yeah. But it turned out that no, the so-called journalist who broke that story, that motherfucker made it all up. He was taking certain things that went on between the two of them, like probably a father-daughter kind of like, fake abuse thing, where the father calls her a hussy and the daughter says, well, kill yourself, old man. Something along those lines. I'm sure they don't have that much of a fucking heinous relationship like me and my family, but he probably took some shit like that completely out of context as his so-called proof. That was actually a false story.
Now, Brockus, you've just said you and your family. Is there any chance you would lie on the couch and let me examine your brain for a moment?
No, you don't want to do that. Freddy Krueger is afraid to actually hop into my brain.
Brockus, you have no idea of my masturbatory habits. Can I please examine your brain?
No.
What was your relationship with your father like?
Next screenshot.
Oh, shit. I went through all of them.
There's more that you did not pull up, so you did not save all of them from the initial post.
Yeah, you retard.
I think it's because I had only found 6 from that particular post.
Well, here, I had that thing about him being a complete motherfucking racist. The complete evidence of him being a fucking bigot. I was wondering if one of you could... Leaf, since you're not dyslexic, could you read this? Because it has some bigger words in it.
That's very small. Oh my god.
Let me get another beer. I'll be right back.
I can make it soon. Don't worry. Is that big enough? Is that big enough? Is that big enough?
Sure. Oh. I'll be able to read.
All right, Leaf's a retard, so I'm just gonna.
No, hold on. I'll do a thing where I'll try to make it so that I can actually see the whole thing. It's called Stan's Soapbox.
There we go. She got
Let's lay it right on the line. Bigotry and racism are among the deadliest social ills plaguing the world today. But unlike a team of costumed supervillains, they can't be...
yeah, you're not even doing it in the Stan Lee voice. What's wrong
I'm
with
not going to do it in the Stan Lee voice. I'm going to do it in my voice.
But your voice is terrible.
Fuck you.
God damn it, Schmeckle.
Fuck you.
Semaj can read it.
Oh, God.
Jimmy cannot read it. That's just a fact about who Jimmy is. Jimmy cannot read it.
I mean, I guarantee you, Leaf, you're doing a better job than I would.
Okay, so I will continue. But unlike a team of costumed supervillains, they can't be halted with a punch in the snoot or a zap from a ray gun. The only way to destroy them is to expose them, to reveal them for the insidious evils they really are. The bigot is an unreasoning hater, one who hates blindly, fanatically, indiscriminately. If his hang-up is black men, he hates all black men. If a redhead offended him, he hates all redheads. If some foreigner beat him to a job, he's down on all foreigners. He hates people he's never seen. people he's never known, with equal intensity, with equal venom. Now we're not trying to say it's unreasonable for one human being to bug another, but although anyone has the right to dislike another individual, it's totally irrational, blatantly insane to condemn an entire race, to despise an entire nation, to vilify an entire religion. Sooner or later, we must learn to judge each other on our own merits. Sooner or later, if man is ever to be worthy of his destiny, we must fill our hearts with tolerance. For then, and only then, will we be truly worthy of the concept that man was created in the image of God, a God who calls us all his children.
And then he ends with Pax et Justitia, peace and justice, I think. Stan Lee. I think
absolutely.
You know what? I bet he rapes ladies too. Not rape. I bet he's currently raping a lady. He went to heaven and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do the rape thing." That's what everything about his personality tells me. Everything about those disproven rape claims, not even rape, sexual assault claims, it leads me to believe that he's currently raping heaven. And you know what? He was pretty accepting of the gays. He probably fucks men too. He's got his dick in God's ass. That's right, God's a man.
Yeah, you're probably right there. That's probably how God works. Absolutely. I think this has been this treatment of an elderly man who has done so much for this world. It's just, reprehensible. And I think this is going to have a massive backfire on all these people out there who like to criticize comics and everything. This, for example, Ethan Van Sciver, Comic Artist Pro Secrets, he recently left Comicsgate and he started another YouTube channel, and he just sort of felt like it was time to move on. After all this has happened, he said, no, there's no moving on now. Look at what's going on. Look what's being said. I'm coming back and I'm going to fight the ever-loving hell out of these people.
Well, no, and that's the thing. It's something that somebody said in response to something I said. They tend to go after, at this point, not just the weak, but the ones who flat out can't defend themselves. This motherfucker dies. That's when they decide they have bad things to say about him.
Mm-hmm.
There were no big issues with Stan Lee. Now that he's dead, they got shit to talk. They go after people who cannot defend themselves. And then when somebody does defend that dead guy, they're just a fucking fanboy, right?
Oh, I will rep the Stan Lee fanboy fucking badge all day.
But I mean, they go after people who can't defend themselves, and then they criticize anybody for defending that dead guy. It's the tactic of a very weak person. It's what you do when you are so weak that you can't even go after the other weak people. You have to go after the already dead and gone people.
What was Stan's? He tried to do like a little fan club thing, like the Marvel Mutant Marching Band or something.
The Marvelous March.
The Marvelous March. Thank you. Maybe that's what we need to do. Do a Marvel
Mutant Marching Band.
No. So back in the 1950s, radio shows were really big, and one of Stan Lee's favorite things was radio shows. So he created an essential radio show called the Marvelous March. And
I've just noticed something. Can I make a request?
To who?
To Brockus. That thing hanging down from your beard. Can you just have a real beard instead?
I want to cut it off.
No. It just looks like something you take the scissors to.
No. You can both go fuck yourselves.
Brockus? Just because you said that and because I know you like Leaf, we're gonna fuck each other, then send the video to you. Don't tell Kamara. Right. It'll be our secret. Kamara will be there too.
Just don't damage the goods too much. I still got to put more babies in her.
Yeah, Brockus, by the time I'm done, your dick ain't gonna work, and that's not because mine's huge.
There you go. Anyway,
it was a size joke, Brockus. By the time I've been in there, yours ain't gonna do the job.
I thought it was a rape joke.
Oh, no. Leaf and I will be entirely consensual on one end. She'll be saying yes. I'll be screaming no.
Why is my life like this? What should I do to deserve this?
Everything.
Yeah. Remember when I said, "Hey, Leaf, want to be a regular part of the cunt stream?" And you were all like, "Yes." That was what you did. That was why you deserve this.
You consented to all this.
Not done that.
It was in the contract. I didn't make any sign. I forged all your signatures. I hope I was accurate.
I don't think that's legal.
It's not.
Don't worry. All of them look like the same signature that's on your driver's licenses. Why do you think I get you guys to show me those?
So moving back on there, Brox, you're talking about the band, the radio show.
Yeah, it was just a radio show that him and some friends of the business, and even friends that were fans of the business and such. Stan would just sit there and chat with buddies about this or that, and they did little skits and stuff. Like there was one skit. Razor Fist actually featured some of the audio from the Marvelous March. Well, obviously it's all audio, but he featured some of it where Stan and a friend of his were talking about how Steve was incredibly mic shy, and he basically jumped out the window. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. But yeah, it was called the Marvelous March. Now, what not a lot of people know is that before go fuck yourself, Schmeckle, before Marvel got its name in the 50s because of the Marvelous March, they actually used to go under other names such as Atlas Comics and Timely Comics. They were under the same company in the same building, but different names.
That's very interesting, Brockus. Do you have scissors in your house?
Yes.
Can you go get them for a moment?
No.
I just won't. You only need to use them once, like just one snip.
Who the fuck lost the game, by the way, when I was not around? I was out.
What?
No, and nobody lost the game because Dongwave ruined the game.
How did he ruin the game?
I'll explain later because I've just realized the audience still doesn't actually know about the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll explain that once we're off there. But yeah, Brockus, where are we on those scissors?
I'm not gonna do it.
Is there any chance you can just take the little dog turd out of your beard and have like a regular beard?
The dog turd out of my beard?
It,
oh, you mean
it kind of looks like you have a dog turd hanging from the bottom of your beard. It's exactly the type of brown and crooked.
So basically,
wait, it's not even a braid. He just has some faggy little strip. What?
I don't always fucking braid it. Sometimes I just put a rubber band or like a hair tie on it to keep it together.
Why do you just have a look?
Oh, so we can actually do this when after I have it in for a while.
Well, Leaf is an attractive girl with a vagina and everything. Leaf, explain to him why that's wrong while I go smoke.
What happened? I went to go.
Look at his beard and tell him why it's wrong.
Everything is wrong. Like just cut that. Oh.
No.
Like
no.
Someone needs to do it.
Why? Who am I trying to impress?
This is for me, okay? This is something I've always wanted on my face, so I'm gonna have it on my face. Fuck off.
You have
This
terrible.
is why you can't get laid, Brockus.
I don't get laid anyways. My arm is
If
busted
you
too.
cut it off, you might slightly improve your chances of getting laid.
Might slightly. Oh, my chances went up by 5 points.
Like that is why you didn't have sex with Opal.
Oh, for Christ.
That's not true. But I have a feeling she would join in on the joke and say, no, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The women on these streams are vicious.
Vicious is a downplay to how they actually are. They're like rabid fucking wolves, just constantly hungry. You psychotic fucking goddamn gashes.
Goddamn gashes.
Yes.
That's an interesting way to describe you. That's a terrible way to describe women. How dare
There's
you?
a terrible way to describe women. You go talk to sugar fucking tits and you tell me.
Yeah.
Sugar tits is a woman. And she refers to women as gashes, axe wounds, and all kinds of shit like that.
Sorry. I need to stop thinking about that. That's a terrible thing to say.
We are terrible people who say terrible things to each other.
Exactly.
Like me and Danon will always remind people that Brockus rapes rubber duckies.
That's actually been disproven off air. You basically said that
rubber duckies were consenting.
No. She said specifically that the rubber duckies can't consent because they're ducks, which means I didn't rape them.
That totally means that you raped them.
They can't consent. That definitely means you raped them.
No.
Yes.
Dude, Brockus, can children consent?
He doesn't want to answer that.
I'm trying to tread lightly in this territory because it's like, depending on how you answer, you are only going to shoot yourself.
The only answer is no. You get asked that question, Brockus, you say no.
Well, hold on a second, but here's this is where I'm being a dick. Do children consent to eating? Yes.
Okay, but we're talking Brockus. We are talking about your non-consensual sex with ducks.
I was just trying to be a smart ass because like everybody keeps throwing around the whole cannot basically rape is forced penetration without consent. So if the ducks couldn't consent to begin with, then no, I didn't rape them.
So
if they couldn't consent, then that's without consent.
Maybe we gotten off the topic of.
It means without consent. You raped those ducks, Brockus.
I didn't even do that, so you need to shut the fuck up.
Ducks.
I don't even know where Anon or Leaf live. It's impossible for me to actually pull that off.
Me and Anon.
No, goddamn well, I gave both of their addresses to you ages ago.
No, you didn't. The only address you gave me was other people's e-addresses, not their actual addresses.
Wait, do you not have my address?
With that beard, please.
No.
Is that why? Yeah, please. Can you snip those off? Also, do you not have my address? Is that why you haven't been sneaking around for some late night sessions?
What? No, I don't even know. I don't know your address because I just remember that you knocked me out, and then I woke up tied and chained to your backyard. That's it.
Oh man, can you not see your ass? It's branded like my full name, my address, my social security number. It's all on your ass.
So Fakist is saying that I'm Kiro the Wolf, and now I have to fight Fakist.
Who is Kiro the Wolf?
Did you never see that Medicare video? He has a two-parter on Kiro the Wolf
video. Oh, was that the fucking pedophile wolf?
That was the pedo wolf.
Yes. The pedophile furry.
Yeah, well, the very disgusting pedo furry who also
they were like fucking dead animals and shit like that.
Necrophilia, right? And shit like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brockus is that. He told me in an off-air hangout. He fucks dead squirrels.
You can see in the video clear as day. I am not that person. So fuck you.
He told me that yesterday. He fucks dead squirrels.
As fun as it is to fucking rail on Brockus, I do have to ask you there, Schmeckle. Who's your favorite Stan Lee character that he's created?
You can't say Cable because Cable was Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, Cable was not Stan Lee. To be honest, it'd probably be Iron Man. I hate Iron Man, but I used to love Iron Man.
No, ironically, Stan hated Iron Man too. And here's even more irony. Stan only created Iron Man because he was bet by a friend to create a character so bad that the fans ironically like him. And he won.
And see, I unironically disliked they were good stories and all that. Like the Iron Man comics, I like the character. I hated him at first, then I really started to like him. then modern comics, Iron Man just fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, now the modern day Iron Man comic books, Iron Man has been terrible for the last 10 years.
Tony Stark's whole fucking thing is, hey, I'm gonna be the one in charge about a thing. Oops, I was wrong. Now I'm drunk again.
Yeah, I don't like what they've done with him.
Storyline.
He's in charge of the Avengers. He's not in charge of the Avengers. He's in charge of Shield. He's not in charge of Shield. He's in charge of a new team that's also Shield, but it's not Shield, but it's also the Avengers, but it's not the Avengers. He's the one who pushes for the Registration Act that is based off of the Mutant Registration Act and all kinds of terribleness. Like, Tony Stark has just basically gone in so many different directions as piece of shit politician, and I'm just like,
And see, at the start, that wasn't what it was. He started off as a piece of shit. He was a fucking war profiteer. That was what they had spun for him, right? Then he grow from that. He goes to, I'm not making weapons no more, shit like that.
He was a war profiteer who got caught in the middle of a war, and he ended up having to escape with very low tech, which he then later actually used as a legitimate, superhero thing.
Yeah, it was with what was his name, Jinsen or whatever, right?
Something like that. I forget.
Guy sacrifices himself after Tony makes this suit out of rudimentary materials so that Tony can make it out. Tony goes, "Hey, I ain't making weapons no more. I'm gonna be, more on the peaceful side of stopping conflict. I'm going to use this suit to be a superhero." But then you see him in the later shit. He does go quite a while as a good guy, basically up until the Armor Wars. And with the Armor Wars, you can still kind of tell like he's just fucking up because he's constantly either in the rage or shit.
I think they lost the ability to write good stories. I think they lost the ability to write good stories with Iron Man / Tony Stark after they had done the Superior Iron Man series. The one where he has the fully nanotech suit.
He got the extremists and shit, right?
No, it was the fully nanotech suit, and it was basically like it functioned like liquid metal. But it was billions of nanobytes that essentially functioned just like an actual super suit and everything. And that was the apex of the iron suits. He didn't even need a full helmet. And after they had done that, they didn't have anything left.
Well, no, I think that's around the same time as the extremists. You're talking when he was able to make it pop out of his body and stuff like that, right? He no longer needed the suit to come and assemble. It was part of him.
Oh no, they've done that story shit from since the 90s. There's parts of his bodies that have been augmented in different story arcs. This was even before Marvel Reborn happened, where he augments certain body parts to where they function like homing beacons for his armor pieces to fly to him. Very similar to what he did in movies.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, and then there was another one where apparently his clothing was designed specifically to function just like his armored suit, that just by a pull of his tie, suddenly it's now the Iron Man suit.
I've never read any of those comics.
That was a very questionable thing. Truth be told, that never actually made it.
I don't remember that happening.
Okay, I'm going to actually confess something. That never made it to print because I talked to the guy who actually had that idea, and I'm not going to say who it was, but he realized how stupid it was after he tried to actually put it on paper. He was just like, "No, this is really dumb."
Oh yeah, I'd be turned off a comic like Iron Man if suddenly he was like, "Yank on the tie, I'm Iron Man." Iron Man's always been built around, it's obviously nonsense science, but they try and give some explanation behind shit, right?
Oh, it used to be nonsense science, and then they actually started putting legit science behind it.
Well, maybe they're adding some real science to it, but it's still for the most part nonsense because they're doing things that are impossible and still trying to explain them, right?
Yeah, it's still science fiction. Let's not fucking beat around the bush. This is all still very highly fictional. but they have, or at least Marvel used to have, actual writers in the company that were big enthusiasts on various different types of technology and different scientific fields and stuff like that. And they were essentially nerds. So they actually did know a bit about what they were talking about, which is one of the reasons why Marvel and DC Comics got so much better. The levels of believable sci-fi actually just blew everybody's mind.
Oh yeah, I figure if I mean TV shows have actual science guys to make sure they get the shit right. Movies have the same. Hey, you'd figure at some point when comic books were a little more popular, they'd have similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, not that they just have them. Then they'd start hiring them on at that point, right?
Yeah.
American Phoenix says the Snatchcast. So I've got $1,000 saved up for a new gun. I'm gonna get the AR-15. I hope this brings you rage. American Phoenix, I got no problem with guns. If I'm gonna rage about anything, it's that you have $1,000 and that $1,000 ain't in my pocket.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Semaj, to answer your question, my favorite Stan Lee created character, Daredevil.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The reason why is because Gambit was never made by Stan Lee, nor was Wolverine, despite popular belief.
Gambit also wasn't that great.
Fuck you. Gambit's amazing.
Gambit's all right.
I will stab you.
Yeah, okay.
I will find you and I will stab you with a fucking explosive kinetic goddamn blade.
He's got some good stories. Gambit has never been one of my favorites because Cajuns, I figure, are your equivalent of French Canadians. So I could never do it.
Cajuns are actually not the equivalent of French Canadians for us.
But they're French and in your country.
They are less French than French Canadians in your country because the actual language spoken in Louisiana isn't necessarily all French. It is derived from French.
Yeah,
but
the language spoken in Quebec isn't all French.
It's mostly French.
The language spoken in New Brunswick and shit ain't all French.
Yeah, but in Louisiana...
mix and shit.
In Louisiana, despite popular belief, again, the Cajun language is a combination of 3 different languages, one of them being French, though.
Okay, see, I've just never liked Gambit because he always seemed like a fucking Quebecois to me.
Yeah. Well, one of the other reasons why they're not our French Canadians is because they are far too rednecky to actually be French Canadians. They don't have this snootiness about them. They're a little bit too much on the redneck side.
You don't see the Cajuns being so snooty. I will give you that. The Quebecois are very, very...
Up their own ass.
They're so up their own ass that you will get eyes rolled at you if you pop in on a fucking border town between Ontario and Quebec and speak English.
Also, there's no demand to speak French when you're in Louisiana. They speak English there just as much as the rest of the country. The only difference is that they speak it with a fucking crazy accent, and their language barrier is very real in fucking Louisiana. It's probably the only fucking part of this country where you kind of do have to... Well, oh shit, no, never mind. I'm sorry. There are several states in the Southwest that actually... very heavy Spanish, so never mind on that one. But still,
in most parts of Canada, our official languages here in the country are English and French, right? Every province except Quebec, that's the order. It's English and French. There, it's French and English.
Mm.
But in every other province, we're taught French, at least from grade 5 till 8, or till 9. And then you can take optional classes after that. I have a little more French than all that. But I mean, in Quebec, I know I've looked into it. They have the same thing with English. They have mandatory English classes between, I think it's 5 and 8 for them. They know at least conversational English. I walk up and I say, in a fucking convenience store, and say, "Can I get a pack of cigarettes?" They know what I mean. But they will act like they don't.
Couple of things I gotta acknowledge in the chat here. California is the U.S. Quebec. It is. California is little Canada, I will say. Everything in California sucks, and it's because people are either just way too aggressively nice or way too nice in general. I don't know. I fucking hate this state. I say we nuke this goddamn place. But yes, realistically speaking, if you really want to see where the French Canadians are, here, California.
Yeah, I guess you guys are full enough of Mexicans that it's kind of the same situation.
Not necessarily. I mean, yes, the language of California is half English, half fucking Spanish.
You live in a state where people will ask you, why the fuck don't you speak Spanish? You live in California. Yeah, you're pretty close to Quebec.
That is one very good point. But on top of that, I also want to point out that if you go to specific areas, specific big cities here in California, you will run into those extremely pompous, snooty ass motherfuckers that you would have most likely ran into in fucking Quebec.
Yes,
as well.
You live in California. You have LA.
We have LA. We have San Francisco. We have
San Francisco San Diego. Also in California.
Where do you think our SJWs came from?
LA.
No, it came from San Francisco. That's where the SJWs actually came from because they were influenced by the fucking Organians, whatever the fuck they are.
I believe they're.
Don't forget about the street shitters.
We have those too. We have people literally shitting on the streets.
Oh, street shitters. I thought you said screen shitters, and I was picturing like someone putting his ass up to a screen window and just kind of taking a shit in the spot between the screen and the... Never mind, go on.
I think I have a buddy who has a friend who actually did attempt that once.
I don't want to know.
Neither did I.
Yeah, but street shitters. We'll here. I mean, I occasionally see the pile of human excrement on Toronto street. It's just a rarity, you know. It's like the one bum who got desperate. In California, I could kind of see you guys just kind of decorating your sidewalks with it. Do you guys have sidewalks there?
We do, but they're littered with heroin needles, poop, and homeless people.
Oh, so you just walk in the streets like normal folk.
Dancing in the streets, kind of, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'd rather get hit by that oncoming truck than step over this particular homeless guy.
This fucking state sucks, dude. Like, every single time in my youth, whenever people would talk shit on California, be like, then why does everybody want to come here? Why does everybody want our weed? Why does everybody blah, blah, blah? Why does everybody blah? And then, like, as I got older, I started to realize, no, hold on a second. When they say California sucks, it really is, because it's a fucking illusion. We are a goddamn trap state. This state gives you this idea through its movies and through its television shows that we're this wonderful utopia, that everybody is accepted here. And then you come to California, you realize this is hell on earth. This is what the fucking Christians were talking about. The devil is in control of this specific state. Fuck this place.
Maybe you guys are just doing the whole nice location thing poorly. I mean, you guys seem to have gotten a nice little area for yourself. You just got to chase out the ne'er-do-wells.
That would be 90% of the state. Will you get your pussy in line?
What the fuck is that sound?
Get off of me!
Oh, it's a cat! I thought she was drowning. I thought she was. I thought maybe she had tried to take a sip of a drink and done it wrong, and she was just drowning herself. That did not register as a fucking cat in my head.
That's hilarious.
By the way, as is the rule with every animal brought under this thing, kill that motherfucking cat. I'm not hearing anything from it. I think she might have already done it.
What?
Oh. We were hoping you killed your cat.
Just said, I hope
no,
that...
I kicked her off my bed, and she was not happy about that.
Yeah, well, she's a bitch. So
She doesn't deserve to be happy.
much like the rest of us.
Yeah, you ever met a cat that wasn't a cunt?
I have not.
Yes.
Actually, I did meet one. That was because he was just probably because of the diabetes. He was very lazy. Very nice cat, though.
I
Yeah,
used to know
my
a cat.
was more like a dog than a cat, but he was still a cunt because he used to take shits and pisses everywhere, like a dog.
I actually knew a kitten who, as a kitten, was probably the coolest fucking cat I had ever actually met, because this cat just loved chilling on my shoulder, and it never pooped or pissed in random spots and shit. It specifically went where it was supposed to go. This was a very intelligent fucking kitten, and it was a goddamn kitten. I was just like, how are you so fucking smart? Also, why are you so fucking awesome? Thus, I named it Captain Awesome. But it was a foster cat, so they eventually had to give it away. And
Captain Awesome is why Brockus is not a comic book writer, by the way.
why don't you go fuck yourself? Okay. The only reason why I called him Captain Awesome,
You guys are gonna see it.
I made several jokes about how the cat was so fucking cool he could be like the captain of some awesome ship, and that would be fucking his thing. And I was drunk when I came up with this.
Yeah. You're not making this story better, Brockus.
No, the more I talk about it, the more I realize.
You don't realize the reason he's Captain Awesome is because like he's a captain of awesome shit, right? Like you get it? No, like he's
Ship, not shit.
He's awesome, but he's a captain, right? Like
Okay.
you get it?
I used to make really dumb jokes when I was very drunk all the time. I was drunk a lot in those days.
I'm always drunk, Brockus, and I've never called a cat Captain Awesome. Hang your goddamn head in shame!
No.
Brockus?
Your drunk is not the same as my drunk, so fuck off.
Yeah, my drunk is a lot better than your drunk. Actually, your drunk might be better. You get more drunk.
Actually, my drunk was pretty interesting. Also destructive.
And I'm still not gonna let up until I see you hang your head in shame, Brockus.
Nope.
Look at your penis. That'll make you look shameful.
Nope. I actually like my dick.
How much?
A lot. It's my best friend.
How close are you?
What?
I'm just asking, do you call him every day, like once a week? Like
My penis is literally attached to me.
How do you think the Thing jerks off?
yeah, I think it would probably be Rock.
Why is this a conversation?
You have to remember he's also Jewish.
I can
So
make this so much worse for Brockus right now.
He's Jewish. He's circumcised, which I think would be a benefit if you were made of rock, right?
I love looking at Brock. I love looking at Brockus right now. He is literally trying to think how the mechanics work in that.
I can make this so
He's
much worse
just-
for Brockus right now.
He's just a rock person.
How do you take the how does he deal with
You gotta figure he's a rock person, but he also he manages to do all the other human things without proper human organs, right? So you gotta. The real question here is: does cum come out, or do fucking pebbles come out?
No, I mean, he spits like a regular person, so it's, you can argue that he still shoots out regular semen. No, but that brings up another interesting question. How does he shit and wipe?
I have another interesting question. American Phoenix would like to know, Brockus, if you're so close with your dick, why did you ignore it for over a year and refuse to let it make a new friend?
I didn't ignore it for an entire year.
You ignored it for multiple months, and that's not something I do to my best friend.
No, I've cleaned him. I've made sure he's just fine. Whatever.
You just didn't take him out to play.
Yeah. Also, I didn't really have much of a choice when I injured my fucking arm.
You had a complete choice. You injured one arm. You still have the other one.
Oh my god, I don't know how many times I have to go over this with you, but I'm not going to anymore.
Show you how to jack off with your left hand.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Step by step. Jimmy, Leaf, you're both also required to attend this.
What? I
Don't
wasn't
worry,
paying attention.
We'll be showing how to do left-hand masturbation. Don't worry, Leaf. It'll be very educational.
I'm just gonna let you
just
believe
want
what
to
you want.
know, if Brockus had to choose between cutting off his dick or cutting off his fucking beard, which one would he choose?
Beard.
Oh, well then, Brockus. Let's spin the wheel. All the options are cut off the beard.
I will only cut off my beard if Leaf just consents and rolls over and accepts that I'm putting babies in her, regardless of whether she wants them or not.
That was the creepiest thing I said on the stream, and I've said multiple times that I want to put babies in Betty White.
Fair enough. Leaf, who would you say is your...
By the way, sorry, now that we bring up Betty White, Stan Lee just died. This is like rammed home to me that nobody lives forever. So you and I, we need to get together soon, right? I mean, my chance at you is running out.
Has anyone done no, it's too late. They'll probably give it a week, but we will probably see another Betty White, you missed again, bitch, meme very soon.
Oh, probably.
Betty White, if you don't sleep with me, not only will I be missing out on you forever, but you're going to have to wait and wait and wait, staring down at staring down at the earth, knowing my love for you, just waiting for me to arrive in heaven so that I can one day give you Schmeckle dick. The fact is, I'm not going to heaven. If we don't fuck before you die, Betty White, we don't get to fuck.
And to answer your question, Semaj, her favorite Stanley created character is Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Doctor Strange fan, but he's a good enough character.
Yeah, I vaguely remember what characters are Leaf's favorites because I asked her this question once, and the only one that she named that was actually made by Stan.
Oh yeah. You were talking about Leaf. I thought you were talking about Betty White. No. Doctor Strange.
I love Doctor Strange. That was like one of the only characters I got really, really interested in as a kid. Because when I was a kid at my grandparents' farm, there's a shitload of comics. They still have all those comics. And, the superhero ones never
You're giving me more reason to have sex with your grandmother, by the way. Sorry, go on.
I didn't read the superhero ones. I read, like, Woody Woodpecker and the Archie comics and that.
Doctor Strange, I knew about him. He was around for a while. I was never really all that interested. And then I saw the movie, and I thought, well, actually, this is a lot more interesting than I thought it would be, oddly enough. And I started reading a bit more comics than I liked. What, Brockus? What? See you.
There's something on Twitter. I just came across it. It's fucking cracking me up. It's okay. I'm going to share it. It's a Mexican bunny, babe. Look, and Armored Skeptic's immediate response is deport it. God damn you, Greg. Sorry, I saw that and I had to laugh.
You want to know something very, very funny, Brockus?
What?
I might be in the area during the next meetup that they're doing.
Oh?
Uh-oh.
And I have also ordered a Brockus t-shirt in your size that I might ask Greg to sign for you. Greg and Shu to sign.
That would be awesome, but I think they would feel very weird signing somebody else's product.
I think it's your size. You're a triple XL, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I have a Brockus shirt. The picture Jimmy did of you with the what do you call it? Buggle?
That's the same shirt Toya recently ordered and wore, and I was just like,
"Oh shit!" Was that who ordered the other one?
Yeah, Toya got a tank top, a Brockus tank top recently.
Who the fuck is Toya?
Oh, dude, she's fucking awesome. She's a Poisoning the Well fan who just kind of started making the rounds like the rest of us. Just a fan who would comment here and there on Twitter and stuff. But she's this fucking awesome black chick. Fucking hilarious. Usually adds some kind of smart ass or snarky remark or something like that if she sees you said something?
She's actually in the audience right now.
Oh, is she? What up, Toya? That girl.
Toya ain't nice. Says, what about me?
Yeah. We were talking about how you got a Brockus shirt.
But I did see that one of those had sold. That's why I decided to order a Brockus shirt.
Yeah, just pointing out.
Yeah, I bought it to send to you. But since there's the chance I might meet these two, maybe I'll get them to scratch a little signature on it, you know?
That would actually be very cool. But I just want to point out to the audience, my face, every once in a while, is firmly planted onto Toya's tits.
Also, Jimmy, I meant to say, at one point, I needed a drawing of our 3 actual faces. You, me, and Brockus. Side by side, me in the middle with a big fucking smile, and the 2 of you on either side. Maybe looking mean. Fucking mean mugging. And I need it done as a shirt design, so like just our faces on a transparent background.
I can try that. What about the idea of having our mutual beards just sort of tangled together?
I like that idea, although your beard is fake.
And
fake beards don't count.
Yeah, fake beards don't count. For I'm agreeing with the no drug, no booze, no sex in high school chick.
Well, I don't know about the no sex part.
Motherfucker, she didn't do nothing in high school.
Oh, in high school, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, she's 23 and she don't do shit now. Leaf, tell the audience how sad your life is. I'm gonna go smoke because of how sad your life is.
He thinks my life is sad because I didn't do drugs in high school or fuck around in high school with other people or, stuff like that. Or drink a lot in high school. I had, as he said, a regular childhood for the most part.
Yeah.
So.
And to people like me and Schmeckle, that's a little sad.
I never did. Yeah.
Okay.
Semaj, do you have a normal one too?
Well, I didn't drink or smoke or any of that other kind of stuff. I did have sex though, but I mean that's different.
I mean, good for you, yeah. But I got high as well. Like, dude, I got high a lot actually.
I wonder if I should mail this off to Schmeckle when he does his little mailing thing. Get him to say, "Hey, Greg, can you hold this and say I'm skeptical?"
Hey, if you mail that shit to me, I promise you I will mail it back. And yeah, it's not for sure. Like I don't know if their meetup is gonna line up with the time on there. It looks like it should, but if it does, I'll definitely bring you a little stick figure, Greg. I'll even do a Jimmy voice. I can't do a Jimmy voice.
Okay, good enough for me.
I have a skeptic thing. Like ever since I noticed your voice was higher pitched than mine, I can't do it.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So, I guess maybe we should move back to Stan Lee stuff. If I had to say
a little bit about Stan Lee, like Leaf, you're the only female. Oh, Brockus is a bisexual. The 1 to 10, what would you rate Stan Lee? Nude.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
After I said it, I started thinking about it, and I regretted the question, to be honest.
Yeah, as you should. I was going to say, because I'll answer my own question, because it takes a long time to say who our favorite characters are.
I said it immediately. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
Because you won't shut the fuck up. Maybe that could be a factor. If I was going to say a character I really like, Fing Fang Foom.
Explain.
I like Fin Fang Foom, but he's not like overly explained or established or anything. He's kind of
exactly. He is kind of you could say a plot device. He moves the story forward because he's a monster. It's the simplicity of him that I like the most. He's not overly complicated. He's not overly, there's not like a huge backstory. And I mean, there might be, and all.
He's been tied to the Mandarin a couple times, and
yes, Mandarin.
convoluted.
He was kind of like an Iron Man villain, but then moves on to just generally a Marvel villain altogether. He's just he just is, and that's what the thing I like about him the most. He's just so simple to get. He's a plot device.
He's some ancient fucking dragon that wants to do bad shit.
Exactly. And I was like, there's nothing you need to look into on that, and that's why I like him. He's just so you just get it. You look at him, it's like I get it. We can move the plot. It's nothing overly complex. I love it. And artists have done different things with him, and each one has always been equally awesome.
Yeah, somebody send this Toya chick a link. She seems like maybe interesting, and I'm always willing to give females a chance, Brockus. We're lacking on females lately. All we got's Leaf and Anon, and they're like barely females. Both of them got dicks. I mean, Leaf has an actual dick. Anon just has her massively enlarged clit. But still terrible. We need some females with actually properly formed vaginas. Jimmy, have you ever thought of sex change?
No.
Would you still be able to do art after a sex change? Because that's important to me.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh no, if the sex change would ruin the art, then we can't fucking do that.
Exactly.
Brockus, you don't do art for me. Have you ever thought of having a vagina sewn on, or however they do the sex change thing?
I can do art in the future, but I can't right now because my arm is still on a fucking time limit. So fuck off. I wasn't going to do that anyways.
In place of your useless arm. You know,
What?
so everyone could know that you were being a pussy because they could look at it and symbolically know why you were being a little bitch. Oh, we'll just get sewn on the shoulder, right? It'll be another access point. You're bisexual. That'll get you some dudes.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get a sex change because I don't want to get a sex change.
Well, not even a sex change. At this point, I'm just advocating for a vagina to be added to your shoulder. Is that a no?
That's a no.
That's a negative there, man. We're gonna. Oh god, what's wrong with you? What's wrong?
I don't drink every day anymore, so when I do, I drink properly. Also, I'm pretty sure Brockus wants a sex change.
I don't.
You've been growing out that beard.
Oh.
Yeah, you're growing a beard, but yeah, you're growing it purposely not right. Yeah, it kind of seems like you're trying to be like, yeah, I'm a man, but I'm not really.
Okay, those are your opinions.
That was actually only one opinion. But yes, fuck me. Brockus, later, after the stream?
No, you've missed your opportunity.
God damn! I'll just wait till you're asleep. You're still chained in the backyard, so. By the way, I like what you've done with the place. You added walls and shit. That was not cleared. I'm gonna have to break those down. But you've made my backyard look temporarily nice.
This was donated by the Kumite. They decided that I needed something to make me look a little bit like
he's actually only got 2 walls. Like it's not a room. He's just got 2 walls behind him.
It's just an illusion. Vamp felt sorry for me, so she was just like, just put some fake walls on there.
So back to Stan Lee. I'd like to ask Jimmy.
Yeah.
What do you figure the first Stan Lee character you were familiar with?
Spider-Man.
I figure for most of them, probably Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, that'd be right. It'd be Spider-Man. 1 second.
And going back to the racist, misogynist, homophobe shit. I mean, Spider-Man is one of the most. Except you have of course. I'm just gonna go ahead and somebody that's not me say something while this is happening.
I can't
I'm
put
just
the
gonna stare.
When the fuck did Semaj turn into Spider-Man?
Why wouldn't I be?
When did,
Well, what you didn't realize is Spider-Man was always fat.
I looked away to play Words with Friends for a bit, and I looked back, and suddenly Semaj is Spider-Man.
And don't
When did
question
that
me.
happen?
Wait, Jimmy, that won't expose you or no shit. Are you willing to wear that costume, slightly modified, for some videos?
Ooh, I don't know. We'll see.
Jimmy, the answer is yes. Leaf, tell him to say yes. Yeah, you're a lady. He'll listen.
I don't have
Jimmy,
like
listen to the lady.
I don't have a fedora to tip and go, MiLady. Okay.
Just say yes, okay?
You know what? I'll mail you a goddamn fedora. Now say yes.
I need to know context first. We'll see, man. We'll see. Why? What'd you have in mind?
It will be for the YouTube channel, not for the Pornhub channel. Is that enough context?
I was kind of hoping for the
You will
Pornhub.
not have to be. Oh well, if you want to be nude from the waist down, I can work that out too.
I can work something in there.
Leaf, what you doing? Whenever we can get you to where Jimmy is.
That's never going to happen.
She's washing her hair that night, Jimmy. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
It'll happen now and then. Sometimes girls gotta wash their hair.
I mean, since Semaj wants to put his full zip on, I figured I might as well put my full zip on.
You have a head.
Like all of my co-hosts are faggots.
Oh, fuck you, Schmeckle.
Our love for Marvel cannot be satiated.
Yeah, I got a Spider-Man mask, a Vader mask, and Stormtrooper mask hanging on the wall, but none of them are face-sized. They're all like decorations. I can't actually dress up as a superhero.
The weird thing is, I wear this like if I go to a movie where Spider-Man's probably gonna make an appearance. I did wear this to Venom. I was sadly disappointed.
You are. Never mind. That would be a mean thing to say, and I mean no more. I'm Schmeckle. I'm nice.
That is
kind guy.
not true. You are not nice. You're
the fuck up, you goddamn whore. I'm the nicest person around.
My point, Schmeckle.
But I was just thinking, we got Brockus in his suit, we got Jimmy in his suit. At least one of the two of them is bisexual. Brockus, if you're the one receiving, could you both just wear the suits and Jimmy could kind of put it in you?
It's you know what I have to point out. It's kind of appropriate that Semaj is the Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Yes,
is me.
You know how many Deadpool Spider-Man film fictions there are? So many.
Do you know how many times it's Deadpool hitting on Spider-Man who doesn't want it?
So
in the comics and shit, but the fact is Jimmy's gonna put it in your bum. He's gonna squirt webs all over your back. It's gonna take a while to clean them up.
This further proves that bromage is a thing.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
Well, what's really gonna prove it is when they actually do the gay porn thing. You got to remember, I'm still their boss. I'm gonna make them both do it.
This proves nothing.
Brockus, this proves everything.
Look
at the two of you sitting next to each other in the fucking little bottom of the fucking screen right now. You're clearly gay lovers.
I'm in a bit of a dilemma here. I can't.
Oh, yeah, you should have cut a hole like a non. It's both for dicks and beers.
No.
Oh, it's down.
I don't mind if I show my face.
Jesus Christ, you look terrible.
I look retarded as fuck.
Child.
I look like a failed attempt at a fucking Mario Frogman suit or something.
Thurg says now he's getting aroused. So I'll be right back. Continue with your bigotry, I guess.
I knew bromage was a thing. You even have the fucking onesie type things.
You need to stop.
That
This
will
happened.
be so well. Someone now needs to make Bromage memes, but with Brockus as Deadpool and Semaj as Spider-Man.
I think people will just be confused as regular internet nonsense.
We actually have an official cunt stream artist, so I think Jimmy has to make that artwork.
No,
I don't know if I can do
He's not
that.
gonna do it. We have to get someone else to do it.
you know nobody's actually going to do it, right?
Yo! I actually make money. I'll pay fucking Optic Decay to do it.
Hey,
No!
there's an
Do
idea.
it. Do it. Oh my gosh, do it.
Let me just try and make this a little bit more interesting. I'll be right back.
All right, so I'm not gonna open up my my DMs or nothing. So I don't know if I got private shit in there. But I'll oh, I do have private shit in there. Thank you for those nudies. Leaf. It wasn't Leaf. It was one of my other co-hosts. It was Jimmy. What's Optic? It's just Optic Decay, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, I'll share this just so you can all see exactly what I'm sending them. Because I want to make sure I'm specific with the details, right? I want to get this right, Brockus. Yo, Optic Decay. I need a picture, thumbnail sized, of Brockus dressed as Deadpool and Semaj dressed
Sorry about that.
as Spider-Man. I need them in a sexually compromising situation, but not something to solicit for YouTube. And you make them doing a gay kiss and make Brockus saying, "Egg me, Jimmy."
It won't work. That's too many characters.
Yeah, well, you know what? I type my sentences with proper punctuation and then can remove that punctuation.
That's what I do.
There we go. Now it's not too many.
It's still. There we go.
Well,
Pay
just
him
for
money.
just for you, Schmeckle. Just to round this all up. There, I got a little something here. Just to say, to my Lord and Master.
Now you're Spider-Man in a fucking top hat.
All I need is a cigar.
And a monocle. Don't forget the goddamn monocle. And a bow tie. Where's your bow tie?
I don't have a bow tie.
I don't actually show up with the avatar so much anymore, so
No, and
might be not realizing what that's all about.
Yeah, that and you use the cable one, so not like it helps. You don't stick to your own branding. That's fine. I work hard on that stuff, but that's fine. That's fine.
I use the branding when I make videos, except when I use my face.
Not too much for the stream, but that's okay.
The branding. You made the goddamn cable one.
I did.
So I'm still using your work. What are you complaining about?
I'll find something to complain about. We'll see. All right, I'm taking this fucking mask off.
Okay, Jimmy, keep your camera on though. We all want to see your pretty face.
See my pretty face.
Face reveal, Jimmy.
You want a face reveal?
Yeah, face reveal. Look at this. Don't you unzip that shit yet. I gotta hit the present button. Why the fuck does it keep disappearing when I go to hit it? There we go.
Here, let's make this. Here,
I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
There we go. Get that light on me. There we go.
As this stream is so weird. Toya, you ain't been here long enough to see weird. I mean, yeah, you're a fan of Brockus. I own Brockus. It's gonna get weird.
Things have already gotten weird, man. Stan Lee's dead. I mean, there's no order in the world anymore. Someone else
Yeah,
needs to.
you can't make good after that.
Yeah, it's a little hard to. Well, anyway, I obviously I have no ears to put the earbuds in. That's why I have to hold the bud to my head like this. So I need to put this down here if I'm going to do anything. So 1 second.
He's gonna do his goddamn face reveal. This is gonna be a momentous moment for the internet. He probably has his fucking beard stored under the fucking costume. This motherfucker. Oh, look at that! Yeah, you can see his chin. Hey, if you piece that together with what you've seen of his face, you can make a full Semaj face.
There you go. You got the chin.
You piece of shit.
What?
I thought we was getting a face reveal.
Dude, you got to see everything else. I mean, if someone wants to Photoshop previous streams, they can get the full face that way.
Jimmy just gave me permission to Photoshop previous streams into his full face.
Yeah, well, I know you. You're gonna forget to do that after this stream. So
I've already forgotten it.
See, there you go.
I am though, audience. Actually going to see a doctor for my memory shit. I don't know how clear I've been about it, but my memory shit is actually a legitimate issue. I took Jimmy didn't know what a torque gun was, so I'll say I took a heavy thing to the head. So my memory has been over the past I'd say 2 years or so gradually getting worse. So I'm actually going to see a fucking doctor about that and see if I can get that fixed. I mean, I'd like to remember things. I used to remember things. Well, my memory was never like particularly great or anything like that, but yeah, at this point I'm having trouble remembering yesterday, you know. So I'm finally getting that checked out.
So you don't go up to like your ex-wife there and you know try to kiss her and go, oh wait, right, we're divorced.
Oh no, I could remember that. That's like, no, we ain't technically divorced. We weren't actually married. We were common law.
Right.
So there was no actual divorce process, but there's still the possibility of custody, alimony, all that shit. With alimony, I'm pretty covered. During the time I was with her, I was making less than her as far as on paper goes. Now I'm making a lot more, but I don't think they're gonna include my current wages. They just they include the time I was with her.
Mm-hmm.
Child support, I think I have a pretty good chance because she's living with her parents, and when she is my child is living with her parents. And her parents used to abuse her and her brothers.
This is getting a little too personal there, Schmeckle. Maybe we should leave your personal stuff out.
I mean, nobody knows who I am. Tommy Schlesinger ain't a real name.
There you go.
But no, it's I'll sum it up. It's a situation I'm not too worried about. Leaving the chick vastly improved things. Plus, I mean, now I got like 3 cute little honeys on the side. I got my Brockus, my Jimmy, my Leaf. I get to stick my dick a bunch of places. So,
but not the midget, eh? I haven't quite gotten that far yet, huh?
You mean Anon? No, she's still resisting. I think eventually I'll be able to convince Master Anon, and it'll be a threesome type thing.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
By the way, I'd like to point out that while I mentioned me and Leaf's sex life, she made like a orgasmy type gasping sound.
What?
Might have been fun.
I honestly was not paying attention to anything you were saying.
You're not allowed to yawn, Leaf. Remember, every time you yawn, it sounds sexual.
Yawned at a very specific time. Also, yeah, every time you yawn, it kind of does sound sexual.
That is really weird. Okay.
You don't yawn like the whole like type thing. You go like. It's not my fault that your body sounds are fucked, Lee. But anyway, back to Stan Lee. Also, a bunch of people in the chat are demanding. Actually, a Stratagos command says, "Don't make us get Sarah in here." Are you talking about Sarah Hatcherby? Because if you can get me Sarah Hatcherby back in here, I would love that.
No. I don't need that fucking train wreck to keep coming back. Okay, for the love of God.
I want me some Sarah Hatcherby. I want me some Sarah Hatcherby right now.
I'll leave.
Brockus?
I will walk away. I will leave, and I will be up every fucking morning at like, I don't know. For me, it would actually have to be like 5:30. I will be up every morning at 5:30, so I can not only enjoy morning decay before the Kumite, but I will then be consistently joining in with the Kumite as often as I can. I will leave you for the Kumite, you motherfucker.
Motherfucker, she ain't gonna make it on the Kumite.
That's fair enough.
But Stratagos says he does mean Sarah Hatcherby. He spelled it Hatcherby, like I said. It's actually supposed to be Hatcherby. Good on you for picking up the phonetics. But yeah, let's bring her in. I miss Sarah. Sarah was a fun little time.
No, because
I even did a little rap about how much I loved her.
Oh. Okay, do you remember that stream that Ghastly and AP both came on, and Ghastly pretty much made her cry by doing his dad voice / business voice, and then AP came to try to somewhat comfort her because she was outed as a doxer, but at the same time she was kicked out.
That was on our show.
Yeah, that was on our show. Yeah, she's trying to deny that none of that happened.
Well, then let her come on. I have lots of rage to let out over the whole fucking Stan Lee death. Let me yell at a lady, Jimmy. I mean, Brockus.
Wrong fat guy.
Yeah, you both look similar. Especially, Jimmy, is there any chance you can put like a shitty braid in your fake beard?
No.
Demon Hobbit says he could call her. Stratagos command says, okay, say demon stick 3 times in a row. It should summon her.
Want to cut
I'm gonna go for Demon Hobbit, who says he could just call her rather than me saying demon stick, demon stick, demon stick.
I really want to cut off Brockus' beard.
No.
Yes.
Why do you want to cut off my beard?
Because
why do you hate me?
You see how I've grown a beard, and even though it's terribly, terribly red, it doesn't have its own dick hanging from it.
Why do you hate me so much, Leaf?
I don't hate you, I just hate your beard a lot. It looks like a dead animal is growing on it.
Not going anywhere.
Brockus?
A dead animal is growing on your face.
How much money would it take for you to get rid of the beard?
$500 right now.
Does it need to be right now?
Yes.
Are you literally starting a GoFundMe right now?
Oh God.
I was just gonna send them $500. The GoFundMe is a much better idea.
You went quiet there for a second, except you were thinking, it's like, you fucking starting a GoFundMe?
I was thinking of whether or not I could afford $500.
$500 for a fucking beer? Nah, brah, let it go. Let it go.
Motherfucker runs more of my shows than I do. I need him looking nice. American Phoenix says, let him have his child's beard. He will finish puberty someday. That's a thick fucking man's beard. He's just growing it wrong.
I don't think he would be talking shit if it was all this length, but like the full beard was this length.
If the full beard was that length, you'd look fine. It's specifically the fact that you shaved this part and get the long fucking strip here.
Because my main goal was to get this. Because I wanted this long enough to where I could just fucking braid it.
That is a terrible goal.
Why?
Because of how it looks, Brockus.
Oh, okay.
It looks better now. I will say that. It looks better now that it's loose. It looked really stupid in the fucking little tiny braid.
It still looks like a dead animal is growing on his face.
If you're gonna put your beard in a braid, you need to be able to make a properly thick braid.
Like the Vikings.
But even loose, it looks dumb. You look like you're White Tech 9. White Tech 9. Cha.
So how much you want to bet that with Stanley's death that they're going to develop an actual award for most cameos or best cameo?
I could see something like that. It would be dumb because it would be specifically going to Stanley, but
yeah,
something like that. I mean, he may be the only one who's done it at this point, but it could be a viable category if other people start chiming in.
Yeah, there could be I don't know. I like other people will get in on this, and there'll be cameos all over the place. Some of them won't make any sense. I don't know.
A lot of Stanleys didn't, but he was in every movie, and that's laudable. Anyway, I'm stuffed up as shit, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Whichever one of you considers yourself the prettiest is in charge.
We all have really shitty low self-esteem of ourselves, so fuck. It kind of puts all three of us in charge, doesn't it?
Well, you talked first, so we'll just let you be the one in charge.
I'm not in charge. I don't want to be in charge.
Too bad, you're in charge.
See, I purposely didn't say anything just so I could avoid this. You fucked up, man. You're in charge. You're the leader now.
I don't want none of. I'm Deadpool. I shouldn't be the leader. I'm gonna get everybody killed.
If you cut off your beard, you don't have to be the leader.
You need to stop, Leaf. Okay.
No.
It's not like this is gonna magically make you want me or anything. It's not like this is gonna magically make me way more popular.
Getting laid by someone else. I'm telling you, it will.
As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter. You either accept me, beard and all, or you don't.
I don't accept you, Brockus.
Of course you don't. It's you. What the fuck? You basically rejected Brockus since the goddamn beginning.
You told me off air that you completely have sex with you if you weren't so down on yourself all the time.
Those are jokes.
I said I would not have sex with him, but if he had more confidence and lost some weight and also probably shaved that beard, he would be able to get laid, probably, maybe.
Those are jokes, though. Like that's all the self-deprecating shit I say on air, even most of the shit I say off air, they're jokes. I have fun with myself.
Oh, that's Schmeckle in the background. Sorry, I was hearing all this noise. I'm doing shit.
Brockus, hey, you got torn down by your ex-girlfriend. Your ex-girlfriend who, sorry, Kadant, ain't all that smart. And her, live-in non-fuck buddy, which is a weird situation, but I won't comment on that.
Roommates.
Was also, not that smart. You got beaten by two really, really dumb people.
Beaten?
Enough that you were worried.
Oh no, I was worried because I know them and I know, well, at least one of them, how far he will push shit.
Yeah, you mean Zell. You mean Zell.
Yes, I do.
Zell.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
No, I'm sorry. Brockus wasn't going to say that. I'm going to say it because fuck Zell. And on the whole story, everybody who's been well publicized shit like that. Zell and Kadant made these accusations against Brockus. I like Kadant. I feel like Kadant was mostly following the man she's in love with, Zell, who also happens to live with her without paying rent and shit like that. Probably not connected. Probably, I don't know if he has a job. I can't comment on that. But it's probably not connected to the fact that she's in love with him. The fact that she lets him live with her rent free. No, I won't comment on that. Right? Like that would be out of my place to comment. But I mean, those two people made these accusations against you, Brockus, about you being a stalker and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it affected you.
I was pissed, yes.
Well, and I don't mean so much it affected you that you got angry. Obviously, you get accusations against you, you're going to get pissed. But you let it actually harm you. You're standing and shit like that. You should have beat these motherfuckers. You could have beat these motherfuckers.
Not with an injured shoulder like I have.
I'm not talking physically. I'm saying
We're back on this topic again.
Yeah, you could have won if you weren't so down on yourself all the time.
Oh, okay. I have a question for you.
Ask it.
Where am I?
I assume at your home.
No, where am I?
Oh, the Snatchcast.
And who of the three of our names is actually more well known?
Leaf.
The point I'm trying to make is, in the end, I actually did win.
Oh,
I'm still here.
You meant you, Kadant, and Zell. Yeah.
Yes.
You.
I actually won, because not only am I still here, but I am actually rebuilding my fucking channel from the ground up yet again, and I've gotten quite a few fucking subscribers lately. The point is that in the end, I still win, because they didn't achieve their goal.
That's not an argument I'm making. You definitely won.
Your argument you made was I would have won if.
No. I'm saying you wouldn't have taken the damage you did if you had been more confident. If you had been less constantly down on yourself. You and Jimmy and not so much Leaf, Non constantly are.
What, being down on ourselves?
Yeah, man.
It's the fucking joke of the channel.
No, I'm not talking when we're talking about
okay.
really, making jokes against yourself and shit like that.
Oh, that. Okay.
I mean, well, when it comes to drama and stuff, most of you guys tend to worry too much. I'd say in order, a non-Brockus Jimmy Leaf. Brockus is still worried he took his hat off.
Brockus looks like he wants to die right now.
You take your hat off when you need some more air. But no, what I mean, Brockus, is like you said, you beat these motherfuckers, right?
Yeah, I won.
So I guess the point I'm making is you could have won earlier if you had gone completely fuck you guys, I'm better than you guys because I know the shit that's going on, rather than worrying about hey, how is what you guys say gonna affect me?
That's fine. It's a learning process.
It is, definitely. What I'm saying is, from this point on, like, just sit there and be like, if you know you're the one in the right, be the one in the right. Don't be sitting there worrying about shit, right? I mean, not so much Leaf. Actually, all three. Leaf's been working for me less than Brockus. Brockus has been less than Jimmy. How many times have you guys seen me worry?
Well,
Every day.
Every day, obviously, every day I'm pumping out. Hey, guys, I'm really stressed about this. I mean, other than that, other than my daily freak out updates.
Here's the thing. Semaj knows you better than all of us. Semaj, why don't you tell everybody how much Schmeckle worries about things?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Well, it's very easy to not have to worry when you drink about as much as Schmeckle. So I wish, I wish I was more like an alcoholic.
Let me clarify. Not how much Schmeckle worries. How much Tommy worries. Tommy Schlesinger, the sober guy behind the whole Schmeckle thing.
Well, Tommy has a much more, let's say, interesting life than the rest of us. I think he has better things to do than to worry about what happens on the internet. I think Tommy.
Okay, that's also unfair. The combination of the two, I guess.
I think you got nothing to lose, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think you're better at this because you're going to get on top. Your day is going to go by without a scratch on you.
And that's basically the thing for me. I went from a job where I was honestly working under a false name to a job where even if you were to reach out to my employer, I'm safe.
Mm-hmm.
I worry about nothing. Like, the most you could do is try and show up at my house where my kid lives and shit like that.
And that's
my kid lives here, so I'd kill you and get away with it.
Yeah, those are luxuries some of us don't have. Why do you think I'm still anonymous? I've been here for how long, and I still won't show my face?
Motherfucker, I knew you 2 months and I knew your real name.
Well, because you sent me money.
I wasn't sending you money at that point. You were still refusing to take money from me.
Oh, wow. I think I can't remember what we were doing at that time.
Still account with your real name attached.
I don't know about that. The only account I
found out your real name, first and last. When you first emailed me all the images for Schmeckle.
Yeah.
You sent it from your email, which had your name attached, right?
Yeah, okay, that's different. That was more of a work-oriented stuff. That was my work email, yeah.
No, I did. It was your personal one. It was
like that's true.
Name and all that.
Oh, that's true. Even I don't give you my work email. Oh, that's true. All right, never mind.
Yeah, you shouldn't give me your work email. Eventually, I'm gonna give you all. Actually, within the next month or so, I'm gonna give you all Snatchcast emails. That way, we can all communicate without having to know each other's real names. I mean, I already know all yours. Most of you, I think, know mine. But that way, new hires and shit, I'll just give them a Snatchcast email, and there's no risk with the Gmail and shit like that, right?
I guess, yeah.
Hey,
why are we talking shop here, Schmeckle?
Yeah, we should be talking Stanley.
Exactly. Why are we talking shop on this?
I don't know how this conversation got so derailed.
I know, right?
So derailed by me trying to tell Brockus not to be so down on himself.
But I'm not.
Which, by the way, Brockus, have you caught on to that?
What?
You gonna be nice to yourself? You gonna treat yourself nice?
No, I'm gonna treat myself even worse because I have horrible self-esteem. So I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead.
Hey, he's gonna go find.
You're a piece of shit.
No, well, what I mean, Brockus, is when your right arm don't work right. Maybe don't go, fuck me, I'm a broken human, my right arm don't work right. Fuck you, dick, you don't get the left arm. Maybe just use the left arm.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna do what I want.
If you can't treat your dick right, you can't treat yourself right.
I am going to do what I want.
Fuck you. Okay.
Demon Hobbit says, This just got uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Well, Demon
there.
Hobbit. Not sure if we had that chick we were talking about before. They would be less uncomfortable.
I sent her the
More,
link.
probably much more uncomfortable. Yeah, you sent her the link?
Yeah, she has the link. She can get in here anytime she wants.
What was Sarah, right?
No, not
Yes.
Sarah. It was that other, the black chick.
Toya.
Toya, yeah,
Black?
Toya.
Oh, no,
Big
send
titty
one
black chick.
to
Big titties.
send one to what's her goddamn name? Sarah Hatcherby Sanders.
I don't know if I want to do this. I don't think.
Oh, good God.
Leaf, you do it. You're a female. She'll be all like, "Yeah, sister power," and she'll
No,
jump in.
thank you.
The new Stevie Crowder Changed My Mind is already uploaded. Son of a bitch.
I'm actually gonna check. Sarah. Yeah, she was called.
I'll be right back. I gotta piss.
Okay, so it turns out I can't actually message her. So
Well, she's not turning up for me, so I don't know. You're
Oh,
miss.
hey, guys in the chat, Stratagos Command and Demon Hobbit. Do you happen to know her Twitter thing? Because then we can get her in. Also, Toy ain't nice. I've heard you're a large-tittied black chick, so you got the link. You know. Wait. You said large-tittied. Nobody said not fat. Is she a large-tittied, thin black chick? It's the only way I'm interested if she's under 80.
Who cares?
Now,
doesn't matter. She has the link anyway.
One second. Stratagos Command and Demon Hobbit, I think, are fighting. They were the two guys that were advocating getting Sarah in. I don't know why they're fighting. Stratagos says, "Fight me, Demon." And Demon says, "Say something, fag. I'm waiting." Stratagos says, "Let's go. Swing first." Demon Hobbit says, "I don't even know you, so you guys are fighting like little bitches. If you guys want to both jump in at the same time and fight, well, we can make that happen. But I really, really want to speak to Sarah right now. I miss Sarah. I miss Sarah on, and please, somebody relay these parts to her. I miss Sarah on a primal level. She is an admittedly unattractive lady that I've run into on multiple occasions. Like she says she's around like 20 or something. She looks more like she's 40 to 50. Admittedly unattractive, but because of our chemistry, admittedly negative chemistry, I feel like we could have sex at least once, and then I could make her sneak out the back door so nobody would see her. I feel like we could have at least an hour or two of real chemistry. I mean, it wouldn't be real chemistry from me, but I'm pretty good at faking. Yeah, I can keep that dick up.
I'm sure. I don't believe it.
Jimmy, I had sex with your mother. You know I can keep my dick up while fucking an ugly chick.
So you say. So you say.
So I say, ask your mother.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Demon Hunter says that he blocked her. He had to. Stratagos. I don't know who the fuck you are. Can you get a link to fuck? What was the name again? Sarah. Hey, if you can get a link to her, we'll bring her in. We'll speak with her real nice, real gently, real softly.
Honestly, I don't know if she's going to show up. I'm actually more interested. You say that Stratagos and Demon Hunter are fighting in the chat. Why don't we bring that?
They were having a little argument.
Why don't we have them bring them in here? We can just duke it out.
Yeah, Stratagos. First off, Stratagos says he can try and reach out to Sarah. We'll bring all three on. Sarah, Demon, and Stratagos. I'm sure at least one of them is on her side.
All right. You guys,
that's probably what they're fighting about, right?
Can you guys put your Twitters in the chat there? I'll look you up.
Yeah, put your Twitters in the chat. Jimmy will send you the link. If you fuck it up, I'll end you. We'll make a Yobi.
Yeah, if you Yobi us, I'll be so mad.
Yeah, I still can't believe like even the people that we're no longer necessarily good with. It comes to the Yobi shit, and it's just like, no, Yobi, you're a fucking outside dog. Get the fuck out of here.
Indeed. Leaf, you keep yawning. What the fuck?
I'm very tired.
Well then, leave. Get out of here. We don't need you here. You're a woman.
God.
Oh my god!
You're a woman. You're doing.
We actually entire Jimmy, we need to leave. We need to leave because I want her to meet. What's her name?
I've been given permission to leave, so I'm a go. Bye.
Oh goddamn, Jimmy, you fucked up.
Sarah's not coming. She's not coming. She wouldn't come. She remembers. Well, maybe not the Snatchcast, but no, she ain't gonna be here.
Actually, wait. Yeah, whoever invites it, tell her it's the Snatchcast, not the cunt stream.
Yeah, I we'll see. I'm pretty sure she'll remember who you are.
I'm Semaj, right?
Absolutely.
I'm the handsome, talented actor. I mean, artist. Hey, look, I'm drawing an art thing as we stream.
Yeah, indeed. That's exactly what I was trying to do.
You can't draw an art thing with a lighter.
Wow.
Dragging it across your keyboard. This is why you're the art guy and not me, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know what to do. Yeah, I don't think Demon Hunter or Stratagos is going to come on. You blocked? Yeah, you're blocked.
Right. Demon Hobbit says that Brockus and Leaf have his thing. Also, Thurg would like to point out that you're becoming almost as much of an asshole as me. Well, to be fair, I have been aiming for this. I'm making Brockus and Jimmy both much worse people than they were. I've already succeeded with Anon and Leaf. I'm really trying with these two.
I don't know, man. That's a hard sell. That's a hard sell.
All right, so send the link to Demon Hobbit. Brockus, he says you have his thing. Wait. Is Demon Hobbit the guy that doxed?
You keep mistaking him for Doom Machine.
Okay, I was just making sure. So yeah, invite him on, and send it to Stratagos Command. He says he can't get on for 10 minutes, but Stratagos Command, give either Jimmy or Brockus your a Twitter thing, and they'll send you a link. Now, yeah, you can put it in the chat here. You can send it to one of them. It's at Brockus_Fury for Brockus, at _Semaj Z _ for Semaj. Jimmy, you should really fix that.
The Demon, I don't know if this is his account. He's got like a Happy Tree Fans avatar. DMs are closed.
Yeah, that's him. So. I actually already sent him the link.
Okay, good.
Okay, so he's got the link. And Stratagos, send one of them or put it in the fucking chat or something to give them your Twitter thing, and they'll get an invite.
What the fuck are you drinking, Schmeckle?
Some of the cheapest wine you can get. I'm almost done. Fortunately, I got beer inside. This shit is it's the strongest wine I can buy at the local liquor store for less than $13 for a big bottle.
Oh, for that size? Oh, that's a bit of a bargain. That could also be why it sucks.
Oh no, it tastes like gasoline.
Okay,
but it costs $11.55 a bottle, like for a big one like this. I'm making money now, but I'm still cheap as shit. So I'm still gonna keep drinking the cheap shit. Hey, if you see me with non-cheap shit, it's an occasion.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Yeah, like the other night I had I had like I think 24. Yeah, we got 4 6-packs, so it would have been 24 old Milwaukee tall boys. And even though I'm making the money, I went for the cheap beer because you get more that way, Jimmy.
Sure, why not? I don't drink, or at least I don't drink beer.
Look at me. I don't drink beer.
Old Milwaukee. You've heard of Pabst Blue Ribbon, right? At least from South Park, like the whole episode, they drink the Pabst Blue Ribbon. They beat each other up.
Yes.
Oh yeah, well that's because Pabst Blue Ribbon is like the cheapest beer you can get. Old Milwaukee is I think 10 cents more per can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's even though it's Milwaukee, it's like the cheap beer that we get here in Ontario.
Right.
Also, I'm making money now, but I'm still cheap as shit, says Schmeckle, who swears he's not a Jew. The bitching wish, I will have you know, I am also, I ain't a Jew. I'm a regular white person, but you've seen the red beard. I'm a goddamn Scot. Look at how cheap they are. They could fight the Jews for a quarter.
Are you part Scot?
Yeah. My granddad's Scottish.
Oh, okay.
That's where this came from.
Oh.
This would be a normal color if it weren't for my granddad. Demon Hobbit says you got to send it to him in Gmail. So if you can,
Demon Hobbit, you have a Twitter account, don't you?
yeah, but the link doesn't always work for everyone. Demon Hobbit, if you can send the link to whoever was messaging you, I can send you a link through Gmail. It's not the link that's not working for him. It's like there's a particular option to make it an email invite, and that's all that works for some people. I don't know if you remember, Jimmy. That used to be all that would work for Wrath.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, Demon Hobbit. If you can send the link to whoever's been speaking with you, whoever gets it, put it in the side chat, and I'll invite him.
Okay.
Brockus, yeah, you're staring at the thing, but you're also muted.
Yeah, I have apparently visitors, and so my dogs are barking like crazy in the background. So
I'm
muting myself.
Tracker, Brockus.
I don't fucking know. I haven't been downstairs.
Well, then walk downstairs and greet them.
No.
Oh, why is your garage on the second story?
What?
He's been drinking.
Oh wait, you're not actually in your garage right now.
No, dumbass. No.
I'm so used to him being in a fucking garage.
I told you he's been drinking. He stopped putting two and two together.
Wow.
Well, no, usually he's just a small little square on the thing. I didn't realize you didn't have the whole fucking the heater and tube business behind you. So you're upstairs. Is there any chance any of these visitors are attractive?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Are any of them your mother?
No.
Are any of them your hot sister's friends?
No.
Are any of them your less hot sister's hot friends?
No. Chances are they're probably my fucking brother's friends.
Are any of your brother's friends attractive girls?
Maybe.
Well, then, Brockus, what are you doing here? You could be attempting to get
I'm fucking associate with my brother's friends.
Man, you don't need to associate so much with them as like stick your dick in them. All right, chat. type 1 if Brockus should go and attempt to fuck one of his brother's hot friends. Oh man, I can hear a chick who sounds attractive in the background.
That's my niece, you sick fuck.
That's your niece?
Gotta be careful there, Schmeckle. You got in trouble once with an old lady, all right? You get it.
God, I'm sorry, that old lady, right as she popped in, a fat bald man popped up on the screen. Tonka was as equally guilty of that as I was.
Yeah, sure. I suppose. But you get the brunt of it all.
Both of us thought that was a well, I got the brunt of it because I sat there and apologized, and I was like, I'm sorry, old lady. I thought you were that bald dude. That's why I got the brunt of it. Tonka said it first.
Yeah, but it was all you. You did all of it. You made her feel bad.
No, actually, I would like to point out, she did say that she fully understood and she was good with it. Then it later turned out that she's like a huge white supremacist. So I'm not sure if I feel as bad as I did, but also she was okay with it.
How did you find out she was a wait? This is a
me and Tonka sat there demanding that she turn her goddamn camera on to show that she was a fat bald dude, and then she showed up and she was some like nice old lady.
I still think that was fucking like her like grandchild or something playing a prank.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, being a dick.
It might have been, but all I know is we saw a brief shot of a fat old dude before she as she popped on, like basically when we said turn your camera on. No, not when we said turn your camera. It was as she popped in, and then they turned the camera on, I guess, and dropped out as she showed up. Me and Tonka spent like a good amount of time thinking she was a fat bald dude. Then she turned on her camera and she was like a 60-something-year-old lady with a full head of hair. And it was like, shit. But like I said, I later found out she's apparently a huge white supremacist, so.
Okay, you keep saying that. What happened to make that happen? Like, did she come out and talk to you?
No, I can't remember what her name was. She was regular on that stream that Scooby was copying on a couple times. Knights of the Round Table or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, she was a regular on there and would constantly be saying, some white supremacist type things.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. That's interesting.
It was something I didn't know during the stream. It was something I was informed of afterwards. But yeah, apparently she's a little shitty all on her own.
Okay.
Also, did Demon Hobbit send you the email? I'm not sure which of you I'm asking. I just told him to send it to one of you.
It should be Brockus. I don't know the guy.
I need to get a secretary.
You probably do.
Oh, Stratagos said he put his in chat. Can somebody Okay, so here's a link in the side chat. That's for Stratagos. That'll bring you to his Twitter. Demon Hobbit, you gotta give somebody your email or something so I can send it to you that way.
Yes. I'm putting way too much effort into this fucking thumbnail. Although it is Stan Lee. Well, maybe I should be putting that effort in.
Well, no, it is No, I saw a brief sample of what you're doing. I think you need to fix the hair a little, but other than that, it's like a good tribute to him, right? Especially considering the other additions I mentioned to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I guess I should put like heavenly clouds with red heads on them.
You could have done a whole thing where it was. Oh yeah, for Demon. Brockus, you use Discord, right?
Yes.
Send it to Demon that way.
Okay. You can also send him an invite through Hangouts by email.
Yeah, but
Just gave you his email address. You're the only one out of the three of us that can do that.
I hadn't seen the side chat. Yeah, I can send that to him through the Gmail. I have a way to send it to the other guy.
I sent him a link.
Stratagos. Okay, so he's got one. Yeah, I'll send one to Demon. I'd like to hear why they're arguing, because at the start of their conversation, it seemed like they were in agreement with each other. And then halfway through, it suddenly became "fight me, faggot."
Well, if we're done with the Stan Lee stuff, I'm going to go and take off my Spider-Man outfit.
Well, we're not done with the Stan Lee stuff just yet, but you're not on camera anymore, so you can take off whatever you want.
I took a break, but I'm like, oh well, I think we've sort of moved on from this, so I'll go and take off. It's my little pride and joy, obviously. I'm such a dork.
I'll be right back. I need some more beer.
I'll wait till you.
As I said last time, whichever of the two of you thinks you're the prettiest is in charge.
God damn it. Well, you are the pretty one there, Brockus, so you're muted, man. Okay, hey, Chad, how's it going there? So, Brockus is muted. What y'all up to?
I forgot I was muted.
That's okay. And Thurg, no, I'm not stripping. Not on camera, anyway.
I mean, he could.
Nope. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. Hey, Facus, how you doing there? So, guys, chat, how you doing with this whole Stan Lee thing? It's been a sad day for all of us nerds. Although, from what I've seen in our various different streams, half of you guys don't even care. I think you don't always turn up for all these nerd talks. What do you guys think?
A lot of the viewers of this show do not actually, not this show specifically, but the viewers of this channel typically don't like the nerd stuff. And
I've noticed that. I mean, we have those Han Solo Tuesdays, but not everyone tunes in. It's just fair enough. Oh, Stratagos, hey man.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right. Now that I got a closer look at your avatar there, it's a Red Lantern Corps.
Yes, it is.
Fucking right.
That was obvious.
So, I will answer y'all's question before Demon even gets in here. We're not really fighting. I'm just being an asshole to him. Because this is actually my alt account, and it's fun picking on him when he doesn't realize who it is. By the way, I am the Raging Eagle. That is my actual account. Nice to meet y'all.
Okay, yeah, hey, cool. It's good to have you on. So, are you a nerd? Do you hold the nerddoms?
I do hold the nerddoms.
All right, what's your opinion on Stan Lee?
Dude, it is fucking sad, but the way I see it is, he's in a better place now because of all the shit they have put him through in the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Like, someone getting a power of attorney over him, even though he was fully conscious. He's able to speak. He was able to have a conscious thought. Like he could tell right from wrong, but he was no longer allowed to take care of himself or make his own decisions. The money he got from the Marvel movies got taken from him and given to the power of attorney, which I think was his lawyer at the time.
Oh, for Christ's
So
sake.
he didn't even see any of that money.
That's
Sorry,
terrible.
Yeah,
I being home real quick.
I think that was actually studio dirtiness, though.
No, most things on the internet. I just realized I went for a piss and didn't grab my new beer. I'll be right back again.
That's fine. Why am I not surprised? So, okay, I didn't know about that part. I sort of fell out of the Stan Lee drama because I wasn't sure what was happening. But okay, that's also sad. Well, and you heard about that whole blood thing? About the
thing?
The nurse that stole his blood?
Wait, seriously? I did not hear about that.
You didn't hear? This is the one that always freaks me out because I think it's the strangest thing that happened on there was when a nurse, I believe it was, I can't recall if it was like a fake nurse or something, came to Stan Lee's house as a nurse, and that's how she presented herself, and said we needed some blood samples for some testing. He said okay, and she strapped an IV to him and took his blood. And actually took a fair bit, more than you probably should. And then the actual nurse came over, and Stan's like, "Well, you already got here. You took a bunch of my blood," and that's how they found out that it was stolen by someone else. And apparently, there was a forger who made a stamp of Stan Lee's signature, and they took his blood and mixed it with ink, and they stamped the stamp in there and pressed it onto the covers of comics of his, and then they tried to sell it.
This is strange. It sounds like Great Russian Conspiracy.
Noodles.
Nostrovia, you bunch of dirty shluhas. Hi, guys.
In Russia, comics read you.
There we go. Now we got the two people that are. Apparently, Demon ain't so angry. But what's the little tiff here?
Right, all I know, mate. He's just a crazy drop bear that wants to eat my face off. Maybe he's an emu.
The drop bears and fake Australian. God damn.
You know what, you little whore? Shut up.
You know what, you little faggot? I've known you for way too long to take any of your trolling seriously. So you need to back the fuck up and sit the fuck down before I put you down.
Ooh, I'm so scared. I'm able to outrun you when I'm fat.
You are. You're a fat fuck.
You do kind of sound fat. I will say that you have a fat voice.
He is.
Hey, I'm okay with it.
He's got bigger boobs than Tema. Hold on.
No one has bigger tits than Teva.
Well, because she's got big fake titties.
He's got more than 1.3 liters of grease in his heart than she has in her fucking titties.
You feeling better now?
Yes. I want to yell at you more. We're not done, faggot.
And okay, you can't let him die that easy. You gotta beat this motherfucker down, you know?
Hey, he's the one saying he's had a bad attitude all fucking day and wants to fight. But he won't fight nobody. So I had to use my alt account from 10 fucking years ago. Bullshit! You couldn't even fight Mara properly.
Oh,
you couldn't even fight Mara properly.
What? The white supremacist Nazi?
Kumara? Yeah, you couldn't fight Kumara.
Yeah, Kumara. He failed at fighting him. Oh shit! Whoops.
I think I did a pretty good
I made that motherfucker cry, Demon. If you came anything short of that, fuck you.
I'm pretty sure I made him rage quit.
I made him cry like a motherfucker.
Schmeckle, shut up.
You're only saying this because
I'm not supposed to talk about this situation.
No,
I
you're
know.
not.
But it
None of us are. God damn it.
Are we all? Oh fuck! God damn it!
I hope he's not watching.
You had to bring up Kumar.
That's what we do.
Sorry.
We destroy things.
All right. Yep. Here. I'll only make Demon mad. Give me 1 second.
Do it. Do it, you furry, eagle-feathered.
Some bonks out. Very classy. I would never do because somebody talking about anything other than my my issues with Kumara because I'm not supposed to talk about those.
No. Stop it.
Hey, it's a thing. Go on.
You are
Schmeckle.
the host, so
Schmeckle,
yes, you're right.
when are you having that rap battle with the Stone Mexican guy?
Oh, we actually have to reboot that. First we had some issues on our end, then he couldn't show up for the next thing, and we haven't booked it since then. Oh, Jimmy, or Brockus, why don't you reach out to him, set it up?
Oh, okay.
Make sure it's after 3 p.m. EST, and before aiming to end before 1 a.m. EST.
Schmeckle, may I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Would you stop confusing me for stupid troll who docks people
I'm
and do other
very
shit?
sorry that I keep doing that.
Don't
You're
be
both
sorry. He is one.
confusing me.
Yeah, you were both brought to my attention around the same time. You both have similar names. I keep confusing you. I would like to point out that
Hey,
Demon Hobbit is not Doom Machine. They are different guys. Demon Hobbit did not dox nobody.
I didn't do shit.
Demon Hobbit and that guy are the same people. He's just
No, we're
lying to
not. No, we're not. Fuck you, faggot.
you. Oh, you love me, you little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's just one of those types of fights where it's eventually going to devolve into sex. Because
I would rather.
Oh,
fuck Sarah than you.
he would fuck me in a heartbeat.
I would rather fuck you than Sarah.
I gotta wonder. Like, well, I mean, I'd rather fuck me than Sarah.
Nobody wants to fuck that.
No one wants to fuck Sarah.
I'm a straight guy, but I would hunt down a guy who looked exactly like me before I would fuck Sarah. You know, beard and everything.
Caro the wolf wouldn't fuck her dead corpse.
The thing with Sarah is that she's
Retarded.
retarded is not an inapplicable word. I was gonna say delusional.
Mm-hmm.
She sees things where there ain't shit, like trippy poop. Yeah, I am a big fan of trippy poop.
I don't know what went down with them.
As far as me and him went, there's no real going down or nothing like that. We fired him from the channel. He bitched about it a bit.
No
With
harm,
her,
no foul.
with him and Sarah, she accused him of sharing nudes of her.
I never did that.
Are you trippy poop?
No.
Then I wasn't accusing you of.
Okay, Schmecks, go ahead.
No, he's the one that got doxxed by Sarah.
I don't know if he was doxxed by Sarah, but I know that she had claimed that he had shared nudes of her with me. And I'm sitting there like, no, he...
She shared my name and my dick on fucking a live stream. It was on your channel.
Guy. No, it was not on my channel. It was on...
Yeah, he was that guy.
We spoke about it. It was not on my channel that she had done that.
No, she did it on her own live stream. It was not your channel.
But yeah,
So,
we had definitely had a conversation about that happening when it did. I think we had rolled that in with her accusations against Trippy. She had claimed that he had shared nude pictures with multiple people. She tried to include me in that, saying, sorry,
Don't you have a family?
Well, yeah, I have a family, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy what nude ladies look like. And also, I'm split with the missus now, so my family
okay.
did. But no, the claim was he had shared nude pictures of her with multiple people, including me. And the proof she tried to use was some comment he had made about, hey, she sent me these nude pics. And he had sent me the nude pics, but there was nothing nude available to see. You know, like everything was covered up with fucking what do you call them? Emojis.
Okay.
So basically, he had sent the proof that yeah, she sent this without any of the shit actually shown, right?
Yeah, I got the same pictures.
Yeah. Well, with the fucking like little tongue faces on the boobs and shit, like.
No, I got like pictures uncensored from her.
Oh, from her. Okay, yeah, but from Trippy. All
I never shared them.
Shit. Well, whatever she sent, like, she never sent that shit to me. Fortunately.
Okay.
I think it's partially because I'm very clear. Any of you chicks in the chat, I would love to see your boobies. Unless you're fat.
I just think the whole thing's over, and the fact that she's still talking about me is fucking ridiculous. Like, I just want to do my streams with Cass, and like, she can go fuck off.
Wait. You stream with Cass Warfox?
Yes.
Okay, that's the other place I've heard of you then. Yeah, the whole thing with her is there were a couple issues with her. There was the Trippy thing, the accusation she made against him, which again, me and Trippy ain't friends, but he didn't do none of that shit. And then there was the whole Jacob novel thing, which
what the fuck does Jacob have to do with any of this?
Jacob Novo
I know who he is.
Multiple channels made accusations against multiple people, all in the name of Sarah. It wasn't her fault. It was just another thing that tied into her.
Jacob did that?
Yes.
Do you have proof? Do you have proof of this?
I don't have the screenshots. Brockus Bay. Yeah, it was an accusation he made against I think it was me, Brockus, Zell, and Trippy.
What about me?
I don't know about you. This particular thing. One sec. Sorry, I got a sinus infection. I'm coughing up shit. Yeah, he had made an accusation again, saying Brockus, Zell, Schmeckle, and Trippy abused children, or something like that.
What?
Something along those lines. It was that was definitely the accusation. I don't remember the words he used.
Well, that's retarded.
Yeah, he claimed that it was in Sarah's name and shit like that. I don't know if it was. I don't know if she approved that. She has vehemently not. And to be fair, it's very easy for me to say, hey, I'm doing this on fucking Andy Warski's behalf or something like that, right? So I don't know whether or not she's to blame. Jacob Navo is definitely to blame.
Well, that's funny because I talked to him, so I will have a conversation with him.
Yeah, if you'd like, I can ask I don't really speak with Zeller Trippy anymore, but Brockus might have it. I can ask Zeller Trippy if they have the tweet to pull up.
I can get a hold of. I can get a hold of him if you can show me something that I can be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, I'll see if either of them have it. I'll also I don't know if he's even deleted off Twitter, right? So I might be able to just find it, but I feel like one of them probably took a screenshot.
That makes me angry because he's somebody that I like talk to, watch movies with, and if he's gonna be like that, I'm sick of all the fucking hatred and bullshit that goes on between all of us. Like the former skeptic community, the fucking like whatever the modern community that we have going on now.
I like to call it the Schmeckle community.
Oh, because you're an arrogant son of a bitch.
No, not unfair.
That's okay. You can say you are
Schmeckle community, right? Like I'm clearly the godfather of this shit, right? Like, yeah, despite my low numbers and all that, I'm clearly the boss.
It's just okay. I have 10 times the numbers of viewers on my streams.
Exactly. See, like yeah, you got all those viewers, and I'm in charge.
Well, yeah. Me and Cass get 10 times the numbers you do.
And see, I'm still your boss somehow. Like that's weird, right?
I still love you.
Somehow that works out.
I like Brockus better.
Don't trust math. The math says you have 10 times the numbers, but you know what? Math is patriarchy, racism, rape culture, etc.
Yes, there's 37 genders, and yeah, okay.
And that's at least 37 more viewers per person than I get, right? Because all of my viewers are non-binary. They're all of the gender.
They're all degenerates. You know what? The only reason I watch is for Brockus, because Brockus is the only one I like.
Brockus is the only one that runs the shows lately. I don't even show up most of the time.
Well, you now have that thing called responsibility, or we also know as a job.
Why do you look like Al Qaeda right now?
Well, because
because he refuses to give us a proper face reveal.
There you go.
If either of you, you don't need to be attractive ladies, but if either of you happen to have like a gynecomastia where you got the full like female body, if you were to turn on your camera without your face showing, he might be convinced to take his fake beard off and show his lack of a beard.
No. Even if I ever actually did get doxxed and get my name out there, I'm still not going to show my face.
His real name's Jimmy.
God damn it. How dare you, Schmeckle? How dare you?
I was the one who made that public, even though it should have been done way before because Semaj is just James backwards.
I still laugh at how many people haven't figured that out yet. But now you spoil it out there.
Also, the bitching witch says all your female viewers are bisexual, Schmeckle, and that's how I like them. The bitching witch. Go buy yourself a goddamn camera and a microphone, and I will have you on here. Also, you made a comment earlier about how I consistently told you not to send me nudes. That was because I was with a very jealous cunt. Send me all the nudes you want now. I'm entirely.
Oh, the bitching witch, I've known her for a long time. She could.
She has very big boobs, and I like them. Also, Fadriana has very big boobs, and I like them. And also, Jimmy has very big boobs, and I like them. And hairy boobs, and
he has very big hairy boobs.
They're kind of gross looking. Yeah, they're way too hairy. They're not great boobies. They're very big. I can applaud him on that, but too much hair. Jimmy, on the other hand, almost hairless, and he doesn't even need to shave.
1.3 liters in Tema.
Tema has big fake boobs. I'm sorry. Those are definitely fake.
1.3 liters fake. I still love her though. That's my girl. Don't talk shit.
I have some shit I could talk about Atama. I got a real issue with Atama, but those titties definitely fake.
What are they, like their own organism?
No, they're more like sacks of silicon.
How would you go about proving otherwise? Like, what does she have to do if she wanted to try and prove you wrong?
She couldn't really because of the shape.
Well, they're definitely fake.
If she wanted to prove me wrong, I guess she could like poke her boob with a needle and see if it leaks. But I feel like that's an request.
Okay, that's getting a little on the creepy side.
Well, no, yeah, I feel like that would be a little extreme. I'm just saying they're fake because.
Yeah, they're fake.
Should we set some sort of a test? How would
no,
we
I don't think we should
There's
because
no test needed.
Would be like, hey, stab this thing on camera. They're just not real boobs.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with fake tits.
I have no problem with fake tits. Just I feel like I wouldn't say I don't have a problem with fake tits. I don't look at fake tits as a bad thing, but they're certainly less than the real thing.
Yeah, okay. But tits are tits.
I can agree.
Everyone loves tits.
I can agree with you.
Tits are tits, but if they're shaped in an unnatural shape, then they're lesser tits.
Hey, but they still feel good.
No, it's like if you know a chick with natural tits who has like massive nipples, lesser tits.
Hey, just remember this though, a light switch is like instant beauty.
No,
or beauty is just a light switch away. That's what I meant to say.
Unless you want to know your arm off when you turn the light switch on.
Yeah,
just don't turn the light switch on.
I have a particular thing. I need a chick's face to look nice, and I need a chick to weigh less than I do.
Honestly, I'm right there with you on that one. My deal is always no chick's fatter than me.
Agreed.
No chick's fatter than me, but I've never been more than 180, and like 180 lasted for like a week.
I actually lost a little bit of weight. I'm actually down to 260 now.
Yeah, see, I generally aim for chicks that are 120 or less.
Try getting cancer. It's a great weight loss drug.
Yeah, no,
it is a really.
I did coke instead, and coke will kill you, but cancer will kill you more. So,
yeah, I know.
Better weight loss thing than cancer.
Yeah, me and Demon are there with you. Well, on no.
Yeah, no, I've never gained a bunch of weight. Like I said, the heaviest I've ever been was probably 180.
Have you ever lost 40 pounds in a month?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Again, cocaine.
Oh, well, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was pretty hooked on coke for a while.
Well, I think we probably all were at some point.
At one point, I used to be able to wear a women's size 0, like pants.
I don't think I wanted to know that, but okay.
But you know now.
That was cocaine.
Okay, so Semaj, have you drawn anything new lately so we can change the topic?
Oh yeah.
Pull up the fucking Stanley thing. Pull up what you got.
All right, one second. Let me
Please, God help us.
Oh no, don't worry. This ain't a depressing story. While I was doing a bunch of coke, I enjoyed life thoroughly.
Yeah, so did I. Fucked a lot of bitches and did a lot of stupid shit.
Right?
And it was great times.
Yeah. And then I grew up and eventually became an adult.
Yes.
They were the fun parts of youth. There's nothing bad about it.
It wasn't youth. It was called my 20s.
No, I still count that. I mean, I'm still in my 20s, but it was like from probably about 15 to 20, 21.
Well, I'm in my 30s, Schmeckle, so you guys can't call me a boomer yet.
Like
Eagle, you're roboting like a motherfucker.
Yeah, well, we can't hear what you're saying.
How?
Other guy who ain't demon, we can't hear words from you. We're hearing half words.
Eagle, you're roboting like a mofo.
He is driving, so I mean that could be a problem.
Yeah, he goes through dead zones.
That could be.
The bitching witch says, "Ah ha 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 ha!" The Snatchcast. I was able to wear a women's zero and at one point a girl child's size 14. The bitching witch. I think it was actually a double zero that I'd have been able to fit in. But the point is, I was male. And you are a female, I assume. I never seen those JJ pics. I just seen the titties. But I assume, based on what you look like, you're probably a female. So you had a reason to be able to fit into women's small sizes. I was so ridiculously small. I was fitting into that.
Schmeckle, do you have Liz reptile trap flaps?
No, I actually have a cock.
Is it like horseradish with honey? Horseradish and honey mustard dripping out of it?
No, it spurts out regular sperm. Yeah, they look and like regular sperm. You know, I can't tell you about the whole like taste, touch.
Oh God, I don't want to know if it tastes like celery or whatever.
Yeah, I've never tasted them or touched them or heard them, I guess.
I mean,
but as far as the look and smell, there.
What is the bitching witch over getting here?
The bitching witch, unfortunately, is she's very, very
shy.
I don't want to be offensive about this.
No, I like her.
She is a very, very nice lady who is okay with showing her boobies off, but also she's very into Semaj. Because who the fuck isn't into Semaj, right?
Fuck yeah.
Me.
And unfortunately, she doesn't have a proper camera or microphone, so she can't give Jimmy a proper picture or video. She can't even join the stream, so we're just stuck with conversing with her in chat. It's terrible. Jimmy, one day.
So,
Jimmy,
one day it'll happen for you, bro.
If she doesn't figure it out, I will send her a camera.
Oh God, you just sounded so Canadian.
All right. Anyways,
how did I sound Canadian? That particular.
You said out.
I gotta go. I will talk to you all later.
Smoke grenade.
All right, Brockus, remember, give your mommy a tongue kiss for me.
Go fuck yourself, Schmeckle.
I will after you give her a tongue kiss.
I hate you so much. Later.
Send me the video.
You guys sound like my friends.
He's gonna send me the video. Don't worry.
Gross. Why,
Jimmy, why is it gross? It's not your mother. You've seen what his mother looks like. She's an attractive enough lady.
She's a nice lady.
Actually, the pitching witch says very, very poor. I'm poor with a broken computer, and I do Brockus over Semaj. Okay, so the bitching witch, what I'm going to do is I will, not right now.
Oh, Brockus, we got a new girlfriend for you.
I'll get you a new computer with a fucking mic and a camera and shit like that, but you need to do Jimmy first. Then you need to go to Brockus and say, I would have done you first, but Schmeckle said I had to do Jimmy first. Does that sound fair?
You really are an asshole, aren't you?
I'm a terrible person. I am just flat out a bad guy. I just heard the words that came out of my mouth. I'm not a good person.
I know.
But yeah, the bitching witch, I will buy you a new computer, a camera, a mic, everything. If you fuck Jimmy before Brockus.
Fucking don't give her charity. I'm the cancer patient. Like, why don't you give me some charity?
You don't have a vagina that Brockus can fuck.
I can make one. I heard that's possible.
Jimmy, are you okay with fucking like a carved-in vagina?
No.
Okay, I can't do it if both of them don't want the chick. I need something where it's like, Brockus, she was after you, but I made Jimmy happen first.
Oh, I think I made myself throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna walk away for a moment and take a smoke. You guys go ahead and talk about what an obviously terrible person I am.
Okay.
In fight.
Jimmy, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about politics? You want to talk about reality? You want to talk about the news? You want to talk about movies? Pick a topic.
Are traps gay?
Traps are definitely gay.
All right, well, we settled that one. I'm not entirely certain. How long have you been watching us?
I've been watching you guys as long as I've been streaming, which would be as long as I've been in Gulf City, which would be probably 2 years.
Oh, well, okay then.
And I routinely don't watch you guys just because of the whole Sarah situation and everything that happened with that. Just because I got pissed off.
About the Sarah situation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Were you pissed off at her? Or?
Yes, it wasn't really you guys. It was the fact that you guys enabled it.
Wow. I mean, that's more of a Schmeckle thing. He loves his drama, that's Schmeckle.
Well, yes, I know. And he loves drama, and that's part of the reason why I don't usually watch, because he's like the Jerry Springer of the fucking internet.
Well, he's one of Jerry Springer's. Lord knows there's more than enough of them out there.
Yes, and this is true. However, remember, the 7:30 show is completely different than a 9:30 show. Make sure you come again later. Sometimes I don't care for it. You know?
I'd like to point out the bitching witch says, not because I don't like Semaj, but Brockus seems like he'd be able to tolerate me better. And I'm not fucking people for a computer, you silly. No, the bitching witch, what I'm saying is, you want to fuck both Brockus and Semaj, obviously. They're both incredible specimens of the...
Can I tell the vegan?
Can I
tell the vegan whore to shut up?
Wait, is the bitching witch a vegan?
I don't know. I was just picking on her.
But the bitching witch, what I'm saying is, I will buy you new shit. Since you want to fuck both of these men, I will buy you new shit to do it in my order instead of yours. Also, she says, I like how evil Schmeckle is, though I'd fuck Schmeckle over Brockus. Maybe I should make a list of who I'd fuck on the Snatchcast in order of desirability.
Don't count me out. I'm not a part of this shit.
I just have regular sex. So if you wanted to have sex, yeah, we could make it happen, but you'd have to travel here. But for Jimmy or Brockus, I am willing to pay to make you have sex with Jimmy before Brockus. You can have sex with both. I mean, they're both very attractive men. Even Jimmy underneath the mask and shit. But,
I disavow all you fucks.
Well, what I'm saying is I am not paying her to have sex with anybody. I'm just paying her to switch up the order. Give me Brockus instead of Brockus.
I don't know. I think Brockus is pretty handsome.
Also, the bitching witch says, "Do you think I'd have giant titties if I was a vegan?" That's a good point.
That is a good point. She has a valid point. I don't know. I've never seen her titties. I have no idea.
Reality checks this. Schmeckle looks frighteningly similar to my ex right now. I used to think he was cute till he got drunk and turned into my ex. Not cool.
What?
Reality check. If you want to come down here and bang, I could be like your current thing, not your ex, and then like, immediately after your ex. But I wouldn't be the ex you're thinking of. right?
These are not the droids you are looking for.
Exactly. I ain't your past ex. Hey, if you want to come and spend a one night stand, like, you can pretend I was your boyfriend. You can call me your ex after that. Same offer I gave Jimmy and Brockus, right?
Meh.
Actually, you sound kind of cute. If you want to come and bang one time, afterwards you can tell your friends that I'm your ex. Don't worry. I'll be okay with it.
You want to do it out? Can we do it in maple syrup, eh?
Hey, if we're gonna do it in maple syrup, we gotta make sure it's the pure stuff, all right? Like, no fucking Aunt Jemima type shit. It's gotta be the stuff straight out of the fucking tree.
You goddamn Canadian.
That's how fucking maple syrup works. You got your fucking Aunt Jemima shit. That ain't fucking maple syrup. Fuck you.
Justin Trudeau loving motherfucker.
I hate Justin Trudeau, and you know what? I'm sure Justin Trudeau hates proper maple syrup. I also hate proper maple syrup. And the table shit, I hate the maple flavor.
That's right, bro.
There's a clear difference.
As long as you like the sausages.
That is right, bro. I like the Sid, like, pancake type sausages. They are disgusting, and I love them.
I do not know. I think you are Russian bot. I think you just like work for Vladimir.
When I think of a flat Canadian sausage, I think, oh, this is like flat Canadian penis in my mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like how every Canadian, once they come out, they have their penis fully processed and squished into a patty. It makes me think of sucking sick Canadian dick, you know, like, oh, no. I like to do with sick Canadian dick.
This is what happens when you let late night JF put you in the basement.
Also, if there's any lady in the chat who took that seriously, please stay away from my dick forever.
And please do not go into JF's basement. It is a dark and lonely place.
And no, you see, JF's basement is not so much a dark and lonely place anymore. They have multiple girls down there. He has found multiple retards who are all willing, at some degree.
They are not happy, and they do not like.
There are some who think that it is a lollipop. There are some who think that it is a popsicle. There are others who use a particular phrase in French that I cannot, in polite company, translate.
Oh God, do you think he likes lolliporn?
I am fairly sure that if you go for the retards, you are probably the type of person that might fuck a child. I cannot say that a person that would fuck a child, but I can say that he is much more the type of person that would fuck a child than most people.
So, what do you guys think about the California wildfires, the election meddling, and all the other shit?
Well, I'm not familiar with. Yeah,
I'm very fond of the fact that a part of our country, or a part of not our country, rather, is burning. I like when things that are bad that happen
Happen to bad places.
Not even bad places, just not the place where I live.
Okay.
I mean, I like to look at this shit and go, that makes our standing a little better.
So how bad is the fire?
Very.
Is the whole city up in flames yet?
There's been whole cities burned down.
Jesus Christ, that's not good. That's I hope everyone got out okay.
No, they didn't.
Shit.
Jimmy, there were a bunch of deaths.
There was a bunch of people that burned to death in their cars.
I have not been paying attention to this at all. If that's been made pretty obvious. Also, we had an incident here in my province, coming in Canada and all. Fort McMurray, one of the neighboring cities, a forest fire happened there, and the whole city went up in flames. Miraculously, every single person got out.
No, it was ridiculous how that was handled. Apparently, everybody in that area was completely trained for escape. Well, yeah, even the fucking there are videos of the traffic going out, and it's completely common shit.
Yeah, apparently the state of California can't handle jack shit that happens every year.
All right, Jimmy, I just had Reality Check put her Twitter in the side chat. Send her a link.
Okay. I did also want to say, Justin Trudeau and how he handled the whole forest fire thing, I thought was really hilarious because he didn't send our trained firefighters in there. He thought he'd send a task force of forest fires from Africa in there. He flew them over and let them handle this fire.
To be fair, it sounds like a terrible idea because you get the whole African schooling ain't up to what ours is. But they probably deal with fires a lot more than we do.
They were not equipped in the slightest for this. They couldn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Reality Check says, oh no, it's not tonight. Not well tonight. I've been sick. Reality Check, that's no excuse. The other day I puked up a whole fucking co-host. And now Semaj is here.
Reality Check. I have cancer.
Yeah, demon. Wait, you made.
Yeah, I have fucking cancer.
You actually have cancer?
Yes.
Where?
I have skin cancer and I have internal organ failure.
Oh, fuck. Skin cancer is nothing.
No, it is nothing. It can be cut out.
I got patches missing from my skin because of skin cancer.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I don't even count that as fucking cancer.
Well, the organ failure was the more big a deal. The pancreatitis.
Organ failure is a pretty big deal.
Pancreatitis, colonitis, and cirrhosis of the liver. That's more of a big deal.
Cirrhosis, that wouldn't be from cancer, though. That would be from
drinking.
Drinking, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
39.
Oh, okay, so much older than me. So I got many years till I got to worry about that shit.
Yeah, good luck waiting, because it's gonna happen.
I mean, I actually only drink a couple nights a week now, which as a result means I get a lot more drunk off a small amount.
You actually think that'll help?
That could also be your liver not processing it properly because it's failing.
Well, no, it processed it properly. Now I drink less and get drunk less, right?
Okay. Yeah. Good luck with that.
And no, it's something like I'm going for a physical, and I think maybe 3 weeks from now.
Dude, I'm just saying, like it's killing me.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is I'm.
But I'm a lot older than you, so.
Yeah, I mean, I partied pretty hard when I was young, but I mean, yeah, and I drank.
So did I.
Until recently, but I'm cutting that shit down pretty quick.
Okay, I'm not judging you.
No, I'm not talking about judgment. I just think I don't think I'm quite at that point. Yeah, I'll be getting checked in a couple weeks. For all I know, this motherfucker's gonna come at me and say, "Hey, you have to make all these life changes, or you're gonna die," right?
I was told I had 10 years to live.
I was told that. How old am I now? I'm 25. 16 years ago.
This is a depressing topic. Let's get off it.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I mean, you already lost.
Yeah. Let's talk about how pretty your mother is. How high your mother is.
How about you leave my mother out of your mouth?
No, motherfucker. You've been talking about your mother's new excursion into the marijuanas. How's she doing?
Is she doing the vaping?
No. Marijuana just became legal in Canada. Which, by the way, Schmeckle, have you gotten yours yet?
No. That's actually a point I'm gonna be making in a video soon. I ordered on the 5th of November. I still have not received my order. I ordered from one of the biggest distributors in Ontario. Not only have I not received my order yet, they have not even sent me a tracking number or anything like that, which means they haven't shipped it out.
Canadian healthcare. Canadian healthcare.
Well, no, it's not healthcare. It's not like a medical provider, right? It's since it's been legalized. It was OCS.ca. I think it's Ontario Cannabis Service or something like that.
Another government bureaucracy.
It's run through the government, and that's exactly why I ordered on the 5th, which I think was a Friday. No, it was a Monday.
Yeah, because the government fixes everything.
Well, the expectations they were given on their website at that point were you'd get it by the 7th or 8th. It's the 13th now, and they still haven't shipped it out. Never mind me receiving it.
You just said out.
Out. Yeah, no, I've done fairly well at covering up my accent. I still can't do the outs and abouts.
No, you actually do a pretty good job of covering it up. But like when you say certain words,
except for those ones.
Yeah, the out, it comes out.
No, I've been trying my hardest. I've been learning from my fucking New York brethren down there.
Oh my god! Don't start talking like don't start talking like you're from New Jersey or New York, because we'll just have to smack you.
No, I'm not gonna do the fucking Jersey shit. But close accent to where I live. That isn't a Canadian one. It is the New York accent, right?
Right.
So that's kind of the closest example I constantly have to get rid of the Canadian. Still can't handle the fucking outs and abouts. Those will always come out Canadian.
It's all right. Nobody's perfect.
One day I will be perfect, and I'll be able to say out and about.
That you just did.
Without doing that. Yeah, well, I just did, but it sounded like I was purposely doing a pretentious voice. One day I'll be able to slip naturally into conversation.
It's all right, Schmeckle. Your voice ain't that bad. You gotta go.
We had a very attractive Canadian chick on the other day who couldn't tell that I was Canadian.
She didn't know?
She couldn't fucking tell. Although she was from one of those shitty provinces. I think she was from like Manitoba or BC.
Manitoba. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, she was from one of the shitty ones. Also, I think Jimmy, you're from Manitoba. No, Jimmy's from Alberta, I think. But it was one of those.
Oh God.
It was one of those shitty provinces, and it was like, okay, yeah, you just can't tell I'm Canadian because you were born half a retard.
You're from British Columbia, so you're a communist Nazi fucking skinhead.
No, it's
Black Lives Matter supporter.
It's just instances except Ontario. They do the whole incest thing.
Ugh. Are they mouse?
I mean, Jimmy's parents are brother and sister. Right, like Leaf's parents, brother and sister. Non's parents, brother and sister. Everywhere except for Ontario, they do the whole incest thing hard. Oddly enough, not in the territories like the Northwest Territories, Nunavut, Yukon,
and Labrador.
Labrador.
I don't. Northwest Territories. I think that's connected to Newfoundland.
Retriever?
But I was just telling him how, other than in Ontario, you guys all
Sorry, you cut out there the last bit. What was
How
it?
mother and father are Leafs. Mother and father are brother and sister. Non's mother and father, brother and sister. Like, back me up on this, Jimmy.
Kadunk's father and mother are probably brother and sister.
Oddly enough, they come from the States and not even one of the Hick states, but yeah, her parents are related.
The fuck are you talking about? Are you saying like Canada has an incest problem?
I'm saying all the parts of Canada that aren't Ontario have an incest problem.
The fuck are you talking about?
Who knows? It's funny though.
Your mom and dad are siblings. That's why you're retarded.
I think you're too drunk to know what you're talking about. Also, hold on.
David. I seem to understand what I was talking about there.
Anyway, I dug up this little map there, yeah, and then we got Nunavut, Northwest Territories, Yukon. Equalia?
Got a map. Nunavut, no incest. The Northwest Territories, no incest. The Yukon, no incest. British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, a bunch of incest. Ontario, no incest. Quebec, a whole lot of incest. Like, that's the most incest you can fucking imagine. And then
that is because they are all in JF's basement.
No, yes, they've all been raised by JF. They've all been convinced that he is their father, and that's the type of cult that he runs. So they're all siblings. And then
okay.
or fucking Prince Edward Island. There's something else there. New Brunswick. They're all full of incest. Everywhere except Ontario.
I heard they got a great hockey team, eh?
I think Schmeckle.
No, nobody has a good hockey team. Hockey's terrible.
Schmeckle, I think
I am convinced, and I will say this publicly. I could beat an Olympic hockey team in a game of hockey. Me against all of them. And I don't know how to skate.
I'll tell you this,
know
right?
why? Because I think I'd make money if that challenge actually came to fruition.
I used to work at an ice cream shop, and one of the local players in it was the Edmonton Oilers came in there. Guy's fucking built like a tank. I don't think you could take him. I'm just looking at you and this guy.
Jimmy, I'm not sure I could take you.
Probably not.
But I'm still willing to go up against anybody as long as I make my bucket.
I mean, I'll fight a motherfucker or two. Not sure I'll win, but
I'm just I'm just telling you.
I will fight anybody where the end result of that fight, whether or not I get my ass kicked, is money in my pocket.
Just say if there's money involved, okay.
Tonka, Andy, failure.
That's not gonna happen.
The Rock.
It's not gonna happen.
Pat motherfucking stay.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Here. You have a good one, Demon. Somebody catch a clip of this.
It was fun talking to you guys.
Motherfucker, you can't interrupt the clip.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Have a good one, dude.
You too.
Pat, stay. I will do a freestyle or written battle with you. It's up to you. Regardless of who's the winner, it's gonna be me because you may be very, 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 very good at battle rapping, but I'm Schmeckle. Regardless of who's the winner, we will then afterwards face each other in a bare knuckle boxing match. And I will kick your ass there too, despite the fact that you're literally twice my size. Kick your ass, Pat, stay. In both of these arenas. And then you know what? After that, we're gonna compete in who can give the better blowjob. And you're gonna beat me there too, because I know you're. I know the whole round shit, right? But we will compete there. Then after the blowjobs, I figure we'll go like get ice cream, watch a movie, maybe cut a little bit, go back to my place, Netflix and chill. Jimmy, make sure that clip reaches that stay.
I'll totally rely on our audience to do that because I ain't gonna do shit. That was like, what the fuck was even that?
Alright,
Schmeckle.
somebody clip that entirety out for Pat State. He'll understand exactly what I mean, unfortunately.
Oh dear God.
Unfortunately, he's actually gonna know what that fucking means. Jimmy, shut the show down.
Thanks for joining us all. We'll all we think I think we had a good time. I think there was Brockus, Leaf, Schmeckle, myself, and we had a couple of surprise guests there. We had Stratagos comments and Demon Hobbit.
Command, Jimmy can't read. And Demon Hobbit, he's the right.
Yeah.
We also had Doom Machine. You know, the guy with doxed shit, what's his name? The proper villains guy. Brockus, there was Zell, there was Lo-Fi, and then there was
oh God, what's his name? Antoine. Yeah,
so we also had Doom Machine, who is definitely the same guy as Demon Hobbit. And we did some doxing of Antoine tonight, I guess.
I
anyway,
suppose.
Tune in for the late night show, which will be on Pornhub, where Jimmy's going to be sticking his Tenga egg in him instead of the other way around. We're going to shut the fuck down. Do all the YouTube shit, I guess.
Hit the like and subscribe for more.
Things.
Remember to follow us all on various different medias like Twitter, Pornhub, all the other likes, and we will all collectively miss Stan Lee. No one can replace him.
Jimmy did that way wrong when I was talking about the internet stuff. I meant go post mean comments at people, say, "Hey, use a faggot," shit like that.
That doesn't need to be said. They should know that by now.
Yeah, they should have figured it out. But you've seen our viewer base. They're dumb motherfuckers. Anyway, good night, you dumb motherfuckers.